Hillary, Cassie, and all right, man. See, you got me messed up, dog.
And honestly, if we're talking about consistency, I need some of my honorable mentions can go higher.
It's, bro.
Because even looking down my list, it's like this shit's so debatable.
That's what I'm saying, though.
I'm not, you never really know.
You never really know. I got Billy Boondocks on my list. I don't know what you got, Billy. But
yeah, no, the thing about that though is that's not debatable at all. Rest in peace, Billy Boondocks.
Yeah, rest in peace, Billy Boondocks. He's definitely on the list.
It's definitely not on the list though.
Pat Stay's my honorable mention. Or you know what? Before I even get to the list, can I just take my honorable mentions?
No, we gotta wait till the thing. Right. We gotta record.
All right, it's already. Yeah, come on, man. We got to get a people everything. Nothing. We go straight to it, bro. We don't got to. Hey, y'all know who this is, man. We back.
It's the Nut Ass Freak Boys.
Come on, man. You see y'all see what I got going on
in here. He got the Nut Ass Freak goatee.
Come on, Nut Ass Freak goatee.
Yeah. So we starting. So I guess. Bravo, so what we're doing. Yeah, that is fire.
Nut Ass Freak goatee.
Yeah,
that was crazy.
There's a lot of fucking merchandise for potential in that right now.
Come on, man.
You can have that fake beard like Roger had on American Dad when he. Oh no, it was It wasn't Roger. It was Cartman on South Park when he act like he got all old and it was like 2 days.
Hey man, we back. Y'all know what it is, man. No intro, man. You got Bravo in the house, man. AKA the Chisology Major.
Yes, sir, Mayor.
I said Major?
Yeah, this nigga's thinking about Diddy parties.
Hey, speaking of Diddy party, is it me? Have you seen the Vlad interviews? The nigga he interviewed everybody
attached to this nigga interviewed everybody but Cassie and Diddy's dick. He's interviewed everybody.
Bro, everybody, bro.
Did you see the Cameron interview where he interviewed the nigga that they was fucking with? That shit's hilarious. That motherfucker.
Wait, which one? Wait, it's about Donna Diller, right?
I don't remember the nigga's name. He was supposedly the BBC of the party. They hired him to come fuck Diddy and Cassie. I guess fuck Cassie with Diddy. That was the one where they was talking about Diddy was skeeting on her nipples and licking it off or some weird shit.
No, see, I think we're talking about the same one, but I don't know because all of them kind of their stories all corroborate a little bit.
Yeah,
because two of them basically said that Diddy not forced them, but basically paid them a lot of money and was like, "Hey, I would like for you to, in this couple, whatever."
That shit happened though, for real. Like,
yeah,
it was bound to come out, bro. Don't nothing like that stay hidden forever, especially when you a nigga that's out here doing bad, like Diddy was doing bad to niggas. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna eventually get exposed by somebody.
Absolutely.
If it's a chick first, they're gonna look at it like, oh, this bitch is lying. They're gonna try to downplay her. But when it's multiple chicks start coming out and the stories kind of sound similar, it's crazy. When I was this probably 5 years ago, bro. When the R. Kelly shit was real, it's probably longer than that. When crazy, pause. It's probably longer than that. It's crazy. When the R. Kelly shit was prevalent, there was a book that came out called His Little Freak or something like that. It was written by a chick who claimed that, she was one of R. Kelly's chicks. Man, and that shit was hella graphic, bro. It was like, she was like 15, 16, pretending to be older. She went to the R. Kelly show with a friend. They somehow got to meet R. Kelly, and they was all from Chicago. And then he would like pull up on him at certain places, and he was so famous, he'd go straight to her grandma's house and pick the bitch up. He'd beat her ass and keep her locked in the hotel room, drug her up, have her doing like I gotta shoot you that book, by the way. I recommend everybody read that book because it's hella interesting. It's really fucking interesting. I think I got the PDF too. I can send it to you.
Please do, my brother.
That type of shit, like, yeah, I believe that happens with rich motherfuckers. Why the fuck wouldn't it? I don't get this rich to not have a bunch of bitches. What's the point of being that rich?
Absolutely.
It just depends on what you do once you get there. Like, you can't be, you can't be raping hoes, drugging them up. That's
yes.
Right.
But then I realized why, because at first when this whole situation happened, and then you see the that graphic video of him like whipping Cassie ass in that hallway in the hotel, shit was so graphic, right? I'm like, damn, what the fuck going on? But a lot of people. But a lot of people,
it's such a man way to frame it. Yeah, you remember he's whipping her fucking ass up and down the hallway. The bitch, he's beating the whole ass. Bitch ain't had no hands.
He was whooping her. No, but I know you right. I should have said it like that. He was
It's
assaulting
hilarious,
her, right?
Yeah.
But people weren't really like. It was a lot of people. It was mixed views about that video. Some people were like, "Oh my God, we feel horrible," but a lot of people, even famous people, were like talking shit about Cassie. I'm like, "What the why?" But I'm seeing so many stories and these interviews coming out where people have basically confirmed that not only did Cassie, was she either both and or she was either assisting Diddy in assaulting other people, like other women.
Yeah, I believe it.
And or she just sat there and laughed while he did it. I've heard numerous stories on like both accounts that she was either assisting Diddy do it and she was watching him do it and laughing and shit like that. So I was wondering why people were like, damn, why they not taking this whole thing serious? But now I'm seeing this more and more shit come out, especially with the Vlad interviews. It's come out damn near every day. But it's like, damn, bro, she might not be as innocent as a lot of us presumed that she was. You know, even though I don't condone whooping her ass in the hallway. That was crazy.
Yeah.
But
I never really presumed she was innocent.
I presume
that she was abused, but this how I think it started. I think it started as like that's the type of shit he was into. She probably already was a little slut bag before she got with him. And now she tried. No, I'm not victim blaming. What I'm saying is that she probably was already a little slut bag before she got with him. And then he was like pushing that lifestyle onto her. Hey, this is what I like. That's probably why he liked her, because she was down with the freak shit.
She was down with it.
And then it got a little too far. And when she wanted to pull back, he probably didn't allow her to pull back. So, you know, that's when the abuse probably started at that point. And then that's what, you know,
that's crazy.
That's probably how it carried on. You know what I'm saying?
You sound like you're very like you know about people like this.
I know a lot about psychology, bro. Just and I know women will do a lot of shit to please a nigga they love. They'll go beyond their limits because they want to be the perfect bitch, but they don't realize that it's not, love ain't about somebody being perfect to you. It's about compromise. It's about sacrifice. It's not about being the perfect thing first. It's about growing together and learning what each other likes. There's no such thing as the perfect thing, because you could be the freakiest, nastiest bitch, but if you ain't built for me, or we don't cohabitate good, it ain't gonna be perfect still. But what do I know? I'm just a fucking genius, you know?
Yeah, I mean, you sound like you could be Diddy Jr. What's going on? Hey,
oh my God,
you sound a little too good.
I thought you was gonna give me props for being smart. This nigga said I could be Diddy Jr.
I don't know if it's intellectual or
K Diddy. It's intellectual or homosexual. One of the it's actual in some way. It's hella actual.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, I think that's how it started though, bro. I think it's just like
I can see that.
She tried to be his everything. She already probably was a little slut bag in her past life, so it wasn't that hard to transition. But then when he wanted to go further, and she wanted to pull back, then you know he started whooping her in the hallways and shit.
It's crazy, man.
So baby, that's all
crazy, man.
These motherfuckers are the shit, man. Not doing
Yo, I was just trying to get one. That's the
This is the Randy's Inspo, bro. I just took this on a cruise. See, it looks like a motherfucking vape,
regular vape, right?
But then you pull that motherfucker. Let me see. It want to come out now. Damn, motherfucker, why you so hard to go?
It got the vape cartridge in it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Bro, I was just about. Somebody was trying to sell me that bit in the mall, bro. I was like, hold on, hey, let me get that bit. Yeah, I might need that.
Speeds at the bottom is the shit too. Charge just keeps a hella charge.
You know, I don't smoke though. You know,
I don't like that either. Just what they call it, when in Rome type shit.
Yeah, when in Rome, do as the Romans do. Yeah, you smart. You know, you think about Diddy, but you don't know what that's saying. All right,
yeah.
We're gonna get into it.
I know about Roman reigns.
Hey man, this podcast is very important, my brother.
I thought you was about to say this podcast is sponsored by Diddy.
Diddy's baby oil.
Dude, did you ever see the picture? The real picture when the cops confiscated it?
No.
He had a basket, bro. This is just one basket. I don't know how many baskets they found, but they just showed one basket in the picture. It was like, it had to be about 50 baby oils and 50 Astroglides. You know what Astroglides is?
No,
the sex lube. That like if you gonna, if you need lubrication during sex, it was like they were all mixed in one big nasty basket, bro, of fucking freakiness. fucking 50 baby oils, the Johnson & Johnson joints, and then 50 bottles of Astroglide, which they're shaped like Astroglide is shaped like, smaller than this, but it's just like the
Yeah.
same cylinder type shape.
And see, that's how you know that this wasn't just a Diddy and Cassie thing. No, he had real freak off, real parties, bro. Because why do you have that much damn baby oil?
Yeah, you don't need that. You don't need no Astroglide if the bitch pussy getting wet like that. I mean, you can use it every once in a while if shit just ain't turning out like it's supposed to. But if you got that much Astroglide, your fucking ass is too. It ain't just pussies. You know what I'm saying? So that there was a lot of anal going on in the Diddy party. A lot of fucking asses
my God.
was getting done wrong.
Oh my God.
The D, the I, the D, the D, the Y.
Bad boy.
You make me feel so good. No, you make me feel so good.
Damn.
That nigga was a nut, bro.
Literally.
He's about to, literally, and he's about to get off, which is twice. Well, if you count all the freak offs, millions of times.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro. But we finna get off Diddy, man. No Diddy.
Yeah,
but we're gonna get off this man.
No Diddler.
And we're gonna get to the real matter of this podcast, man. This is important. And you know why this is important, Bravo?
Why is it important?
I done seen lists, right? We see all these dumbass, what is it, Complex, XXL lists, all that shit, right?
Which is out of fucking touch.
So out of touch, right? And then I also seen a list from Geechee Gotti and Jazz the Rapper on their podcast.
They had a top 10.
They had a top 10
like
all-time battlers list. And that's why I said, hold on, Bravo. I don't remember exactly who they had on their list.
I was just about to ask you, do you have this pulled up?
In order, I don't remember exactly who they had. Because it was a whole show, bro. And it was like, because they basically what they did is they had like two separate in their heads, and then they had to combine them so they can get a definitive list.
Yeah.
So at the end,
I was hoping that's what we would kind of do.
We can do that.
I know it's going to be a little difficult since we don't have the on-screen prompts, but I got my list written down. I'm sure you got yours written down.
Yes, sir.
We're going to have to just kind of combine them. It's going to be a little bit of,
Okay, let me ask you this, though, before I give you my list, because it definitely will be controversy. But before I provide you all my list, what's the criteria? We doing impact, skill, longevity? Talk to me, my brother.
I felt like I kind of did all of it.
Okay.
I think my central focus and my last focus of everything was just like all around abilities. But I thought about impact. I included it all, which is gonna be controversial because I'm sure there's somebody who's a major impact on here that I've left off. But this is just my top 10.
Okay, I like that. I like that.
I feel like it's hella legit though.
I like that.
Say. So you go first. You going first. Coach's top 10 with some honorable mentions. I told him we got to throw in a few honorable mentions. We're gonna see, what he got. We're gonna see if his fucking lack of shaving is interrupting his brain. We're gonna see what's going on.
All right, man. We finna go in order too. I'm talking about.
It looks 10? Like Nab Nuts from Banjo Kazooie. If you ever played Banjo Kazooie
on the Game Boy,
yeah. If you ever played Banjo Kazooie, bro, when you're in Click Clock Wood in the summer and you got to break the beaver out of it, that's what he looks like.
Hey man, you see what we're doing? We building something right here. Sometimes it takes a while. We building something though. It's gonna fill in eventually. I'm gonna get my growth spurt. I know it.
He's gonna get his fucking dreads in his beard. That's what he looks like, camera.
This man,
it's like Nab Nuts from Banjo Kazooie. I'm so glad that showed up so perfectly because he looked like Conker.
That actually did show up perfect. And why did you remember that? Didn't it? Did you just play that game yesterday? How you remember
one of my favorite games of all time. Yeah, I do remember that.
That's crazy.
Now, you look like the logo. You actually look really like the logo. That's you right there for sure.
Come on now. Hey, come on now. You see what I do.
Can we talk about the fire ass logo?
Can we talk about it? Come on, bro.
Love this fucking logo.
It's so fire.
It's a great logo.
Best logo I've ever seen in my life.
All right, so we're gonna go honorable mentions. He's gonna do his honorable mentions first. Let me pull my list back.
No. I'm gonna do my.
He go from 10 up, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna go from 10 up, but I'm gonna do my honorable mentions after I say the person I got at the spot, I'm gonna say the person that I could have put at that spot.
So what you gonna do? Like, yes. Okay, let's just see how you go. Go ahead.
All right. So first and foremost, right? I'm gonna
Okay.
go in order, right? I'm gonna go
Mhm.
10, 9, 8, 7, and so forth. Number
You're not
10
gonna
on
do your
my list.
honorable mentions first?
Nah, no.
Okay,
My
okay,
honorable,
go ahead.
because my honorable mentions, they could literally go anywhere on this list. They could be
Okay.
number one. So I'm gonna finish
Okay.
my list first, and then I'm gonna say my
All right.
honorable mentions. Right.
That's fair.
First and foremost,
This is your 10, right?
number 10,
Okay.
DNA.
Yeah, I'm not mad at DNA being 10. DNA could easily be higher, but DNA,
Absolutely.
DNA is actually not even on my list or my honorable mentions.
I
thought
lied.
about it hard, but I don't know why I didn't. I admitted DNA. He just
I
never been my
lied, bro.
cup of tea.
I'm so sorry. I flipped that. Excuse me. DNA is 9. Arse is 10.
10. Ours is 10.
I got Arse 10.
Wow.
And the reason why Art got Arse 10, right? Of course, he's affected every league there is.
Mhm.
Killed it, bro. I'm talking about Fight Club, Grind, whatever you name it, bro. He was killing it.
Mhm.
But we cannot sit here and act like Arse did not fall off a fucking cliff for the past like 12 years. I'm gonna be honest. The best battle we had within the last decade probably has to be Geechee Gotti and the New Jersey Twerk performances. When he said, "What you know about talking to your car in English, but the foreign talk back German?" That shit was crazy to me. Okay, and then
Ours on that stage right there with Twerk was that was a master class in how to control a crowd.
Absolutely.
Because Twerk had the advantage, obviously, in bars, but ours had the advantage in know-how.
Yes, sir.
And he knew that just bars wasn't going to get it. You needed crowd participation. You needed this. You needed that. So, yeah, masterclass. Yeah, his Geechee Gotti shit was the closest I've seen to vintage arse
Antithesis.
Maybe a decade.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Number 9.
I was gonna say, do you have another one as well that I can put up there that was pretty good, but we're just gonna put those two. Those two was crazy, right? And then we got DNA.
Okay.
At number 9.
A legend.
DNA has touched every fucking league. DNA has damn near killed DNA has killed my favorite battler, my personal favorite battler.
So Hollow?
Yeah.
Did he kill him though?
He fucked Hollow up, bro.
I'd have to watch it again.
The first round was fire with Hollow.
I remember I remember the battle being so motherfucking like it just seemed like it was all over the place. It wasn't what I expected, I guess.
Yes.
I expected it to be an all-time classic.
Yes. Yeah. But you know what that was, right? I think that was Hollow not bringing his performance because DNA went fucking crazy. I think it was Hollow.
Did DNA really give a performance that would have been classic all-time battle? Like if Hollow would have did his shit, would have been a classic?
Great question, bro. Yes. Yeah, you know what? Yes.
So it definitely was Hollow slipping in because DNA was actually on a roll at that time too.
Bro,
he just did Mickey Fax.
Oh my, that Mickey Fax battle was crazy.
I don't know if he did King Los before or after that, but he was on that same roll, on that same wave. A lot of people forget he battled King Los. Man, that app kind of fucked a lot of shit up. It's a lot of battles I forget about.
People forgot that he battled, even though the Mickey Fax battle did drop. People low-key kind of forgot about that battle, and I love that battle,
which
bro.
I feel like both of them did their shit in that battle,
bro.
Mickey Fax gets not enough credit for that.
Not enough credit, low key. And here's the thing: DNA won the battle, okay, overall. But when you go back and really listen to that battle, you be like,
it was a competitive battle.
Did Mickey get a fucking 2-1? It was crazy, bro. Like
because DNA had like, even though DNA had the bigger hits, they were spread out.
Yes,
he had a bunch of bars and he had a bunch of dope shit. He wrote for that round. That was another master class in writing for a particular type of room. Like he showed Mickey Fax what he should have did, or what an average person should have do. in that type of room. If you actually want to catch a body, we're not talking about a real sick versus Mickey Fax. Like we're listening. DNA came to catch a body. He was showing what to do, but. Yeah, if you go back and listen to that shit, man, it was crazy. I remember Mickey Fax had this one line. I feel like it was about a thunderstorm. It's like a scheme that was fucking nuts, bro. And I was
because I think that was right before he went into the you aiding and abetting the hollow thing.
I think it was his first round.
Before that. bro, it's crazy.
Because
Bro.
DNA went first, right?
That's a no. They make it.
Oh
No.
went first.
Yeah, DNA went first because I
And
remember
then
Mickey kind of choked a
Mickey.
little bit on one of, not choked, but stumbled in like the third round and kind of lost steam a little bit. And
Oh
and
yeah, his
yeah,
third round was kind of
it
like
was lost like a little steam, but
he
it was so
lost a
fire
little.
up until that though, you know. So
Okay, so you
or
got
was it the first?
I think his first is what I'm talking about with the thunderstorm scheme,
Yeah.
or thunder of some sort. It was fire.
Damn, I don't even remember, bro. We gotta check that out on here, bro. But
So
yeah, I got
Rs 10, DNA 9.
DNA 9,
Where you at?
number 8.
Don't be on no bullshit because I can see your face. This nigga put Old Solo or Hansel.
No. Brooklyn Hands. And I'm kidding.
Brooklyn Hands had the
prayers up for
potential to be
Brooklyn
one of
Hands,
the
though,
best ever.
bro. Him on wax. He's the best battler on wax of all time.
His potential was completely wasted.
It's
I could have swore when they did them shop battles, I think it was the same card that had B Magic versus Real Sick, and they did him versus Suge. I could have bet money that was gonna be his breakout battle.
yes.
He wanted that for so long.
Yes.
His potential is so crazy. But whatever, get to your number 8. Yeah. Brooklyn Hands is wasted potential like a motherfucker.
He is, but I think he's also going through a little bit of health problems as well. I think he just had surgery.
Oh yeah, now
recently,
he
so
got cancer, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh man, prayers up.
Yeah.
But number 8.
There you go.
We don't talk about performance enough. Okay. It's too many bars going on, bro.
We're gonna see
not enough dancing.
We're gonna see if coaches on some bullshit. You talking about Bill Collector?
Excuse me?
No, Bill could be top 10.
He could be. I love Bill. But
Bill's great.
This is
Brisk.
Hitman Holla, Gerald Fuller.
Oh.
Lil Gerald. This is Lil Gerald.
Definitely deserves. He's in my list for sure. He's definitely
Hitman
deserves to. Let me see what place I got him.
Let me ask you something real quick. What stands out when I say the name Hitman Holla? What bar or what battle sticks out to you off the bat?
There's so many. It's so many, bro. Because it's so many moments.
So many. Oh my god.
Battles that stick out to me. When you mention Hitman Holla, it's not necessarily battles that stick out to me. It's moments. All the shit with Show Off or Show Out. That's his brother, right? Is it Show Out or Show Off?
Show Out.
Show Out, right? Show Off is the battle, right? Show Out. There's the Bill Collector shit. Their battle to me was an all-time classic, bro. All that shit. Not the actual incident. I'm talking about the battle. The incident is just unfortunate.
No.
I don't really give a nigga props for that.
Bro.
Huh?
It's just funny. We said Show Off. I thought about that stupid ass bar he had. I let the pulverize.
Pole. Rise. That shit was stupid.
My bad to cut you off, bro.
I remember watching it at the time and thinking, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And I felt bad that like it was so much silence and then he got that big boo job. Because you remember that was like RBE's biggest event at the time. That was their first big crowd. And him and Rosenberg, if I'm not mistaken, were the first main card battle. She's telling you to pick up your goatee off the top of the mic.
I'm snapping at my dog, bro.
Oh, okay. But you said 8 Hitman Holla. I think more of moments, man. Hitman Holla he's
had some battles where he went fucking stupid the whole battle too.
I remember in particular his performance against John the Don. When I seen that first round, bro, to me, and a lot of people don't give him this credit, I feel like he changed battle rap. I had never seen a nigga control a crowd. I'd never seen a nigga since Murder Mook take a battle and turn it into a performance. If you know old Mook, you know what I'm talking about. Remember when Mook was like when he was battling Serious Jones, they was battling the third round, and he said, "I'm gonna take a minute off of whipping your ass to address some shit." And he looked at the camera and started talking about other shit. I had never seen nobody do that, bro. And Hitman Holla did it and took it to a whole nother level versus John the Don.
Yes.
I'm showing him how to control the room. If you beat me next week, you be on Oprah. The PG scheme, the reload bullets that came out of him. I had never seen nobody do no shit like that. Like I told you, I missed that 2009 era, so I didn't see him versus Big T or Young Ill or so I didn't know what to expect I just coming around that Summer Madness time. I remembered Mook. I remembered Serious Jones. I remembered Rex.
Yeah, all the old
I remember Iron Solomon.
Yeah.
I had heard of DNA before. So I
Mhm.
knew niggas, but I didn't know what to expect. I missed Summer Madness 1. So I didn't know what to do. So when I seen that nigga, bro, I was like, oh, this is a whole different level of shit that I remember being a part of. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro, what?
Hitman
Man, the
Hitman
show out,
definitely
the
deserves that list.
conceded battle.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that first round was crazy. The first round
Yeah.
against O Red was
Fuck
insane, bro.
shotgun Suge. What is Suge? Gun
Shot. And then when
Yeah.
we was battling K-Shine, I can't believe you dapped the same hand that no, I can't believe you bit off the same hand that tried to feed you. I was
Yeah.
like,
It's different type of shit. That to me will always outweigh. I don't give a fuck how many bars you got, bro.
mhm.
You will always get outweighed by simple, straight to the point, everybody can grasp it shit.
Absolutely.
Like
That's what happened between Mickey Jackson.
you told T-Rex
Yeah,
you was gonna punch him if you mention your son or your baby mama. I'll fuck your baby mama in front of your daughter. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
that type of shit, bro, will never change, bro. Battle rap will always be hit hardest when it's real simple language. Because if you think about it, it's a lyrical war.
Yes, sir.
And when you're in a fight, yeah, it's a bunch of niggas that know jujitsu and they know taekwondo. But the best fights are always the hand-to-hand boxing combats where a niggas is just going straight to the grill. Like, so that's what a nigga like Hitman Holla specialize. If you notice all the actual legends specialize in that in some way or another. Straight to the point, real talk shit. Even if they got added bars, they always got straight talk, real shit. But let me not interrupt you. Yeah, Hitman belongs
No. Hitman at 8,
belongs
man.
where in the list somewhere.
Yes, sir.
Higher possibly, but I think I have him lower on my list too, and I'll try to explain whenever.
All right, so after Hitman, which is 8, because technically my top 10 list is really top 11.
Yeah.
Because the DNA and Arse was the ones where I was like, now, of course, I should probably put both of them on there.
Mhm.
I'm gonna go with it. Fuck it. After I said Hitman, Performer, right?
Okay, number 7.
We got to get writers. Got to get some bars in here. We got to get some punch lines in here, Bravo.
B Magic.
That was my honorable mention.
Okay.
So I was gonna go to my honorable mentions before I tell you my person. Honorable mention, B Magic, one of the fucking goats, right?
Yeah.
Cassidy, one of the fucking goats.
I told this nigga about this shit before we went live. Here you go with the bullshit.
One of the fucking goats. I could have put him in honorable mention.
Cassidy would have remained one of the goats had he never came back.
Yes, it did break his allure a bit.
He would have been.
Yes,
it's kind of the same way with any legend, to be honest with you.
Shit,
like
Lux,
anybody, yeah. Like they would have been put on this super, but at least Lux, Mook, and them are holding on. They still have their style, and it might lose to the newer style, but it's never outdated because it's their fucking style.
Yes, sir.
And they're true to their style.
Yes,
the
sir.
problem that a nigga like who we just talking about, B Magic. The problem a nigga like B Magic had, bro, is his own consistency. We were just talking about somebody else who was a
Cassidy. We're talking about Cassidy. But
Cassidy. Yeah. The problem with Cassidy, bro, is he just didn't have the ability. I think maybe after the car crash, his whole shit kind of changed up. It almost like he had to learn how to rhyme like himself again. And even though he has bars, it's like the fluidity of his flow is what changed the
bro. Cassidy was my all-time favorite rapper of all time, like literally of all time at one point when I was younger, bro. Cassidy was my number one.
And it's not there no more. It's just fluidity is not there. And I'm the same for Cicero. Cicero was another nigga from
Cicero
that
used
era.
to be that, bro. Cicero flow was the best, bro.
Cicero completely stole Cassidy's flow completely, and he made it more gutter. Man, I can't. If you didn't grow up in that Cicero era, bro, you don't really understand. You just see the nigga choking out here, can't finish his rhymes. Nah, that shit sad for real, bro. Because that nigga Cicero was one of the nicest niggas to ever grab a mic, nigga.
Ever, bro.
Ever. No bullshit. Ever, nigga.
Ever.
So the shit y'all see now as new battle rap fans, that shit just sad because it's like, that's man.
It's not Cis.
That's not Cicero, though.
It's not Cicero.
I don't know who it is, but that's not him. But yeah,
not him. But
your
yeah,
number 8 was okay. You said the honorable mention was
yeah.
Cassidy,
My honorable
B
mentions
Magic.
was Cassidy,
B
B
Magic.
Magic. You know, Conceited as
B
well.
Magic,
If
possibly
he
the nicest flow ever.
come
Conceited,
on,
probably.
I'll put a couple in your top like a wedding cake. Come on, man.
Conceited invented that shit that Jay the Nightwing does, as far as like being able to stand still and have an aura.
Yes, yes,
Nobody did that shit
yes.
like Conceited. Like
Yes.
Conceited can stand in one place and just do the face and damn,
Yes.
and sell his own shit,
Yes,
bro.
sir.
Against it, look at him against Hitman Holla, bro. How the fuck would anybody else withstand that first round? That nigga
Bro.
Conceited came back like he just like nigga.
Bro.
I'm Conceited still, nigga.
And I'm gonna be honest, even though Conceited got booed in the second round because it was
was
so
the
much
third, I
like
think.
it was the third because it was so much like Hitman took so much out of the room, right?
Yeah.
Conceited
They was
still has
all
some
they was
shit.
all fucking choking though too.
Conceited still has some shit though.
Stumbling.
Like
Yeah.
he has some shit at the
Yeah.
that was crazy. That was crazy. But
that wasn't a battle you can necessarily say anybody won or lost.
Yeah. Yeah,
for
but it had some
few
moments
reasons.
though. It had some moments,
Yeah.
and they looked fresh. They had the the Ed Hardy was popping at that time in the leather
Yeah.
pants and shit.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not those three guys though. I love them to death.
Okay. Conceited, B Magic, and Cassidy being honorable mentions. Yeah, it's crazy.
I'm gonna also throw Ars. I know I said Ars is my number 10. I lied. Ars is honorable mention. DNA is the number 10. So DNA is number 10. Hitman is number 9. Number 8 is Rum fucking Nitty.
Yeah. Rum. Okay, this is the thing about Rum, right? Rum.
Say some bullshit. Go ahead. Go ahead, bro. Say some
How
bullshit
can I
about
say
Rum.
this? Rum is probably one of the most clever niggas that's ever been in battle rap.
Ever.
Like the way he words shit. Him and New Jersey
Yes.
Twerk are on the same plane to me.
Yes.
Them niggas are aliens in the way that they think and the way they put shit together.
Yes.
But when we consider everybody, he just not well rounded enough for me. He does one thing.
But see, here's the thing, though. This
And it's
is
not
what,
to critique your list, Coach. I'm responding from us talking.
see. No, my thing
You
with
don't
my
do
list,
enough.
I just wanted to make sure I put the heavy hitters of what they do. Right.
Yeah.
I got Hitman on the list because he's one of the apex performers in battle rap.
Mm-hmm.
I got DNA on the list because he's the most he can adapt to any damn situation, bro. Like grind time, URL, kill. It just don't matter, right?
And him and A-Ward are probably the best freestylers
Nitty
ever lived in battle rap.
The thing with Nitty, I love B Magic. I love Conceited. Conceited didn't battle enough, right, to necessarily be on the list, which I still could put him on the list, really. But I guess he doesn't battle enough
in the modern era,
right? In the modern era. And then with B Magic, he was the stumbling. When it comes to fucking Nitty, this man has 1,000 battles in like a month, and be having smoking nickels, bro.
Yeah.
With just punchlines. And it'd be like you say, it just punchlines on the surface. But when you really listen to Nitty, he is so well read and just like you said, an alien the way he thinks of shit.
He's a hell of a rapper.
I come down with the nose running. Come on, bro.
People focus so much on his punchlines that he'll never get the credit he deserves as a lyricist.
Yes.
Those between the line shits that he say be insane, and people don't even be catching up on him.
Yes, sir.
So he could rap his ass off. Maybe I'm just being, in a way. I just feel like he just don't do enough all the way around the board. Like he's not a performer. He's not necessarily exciting to watch.
He kind of is though. Remember when he was like, it was a few battles like this where he had a really crazy line, but it was super simple. I walk up to a nigga 6 feet. He looks down. He looks down, and then he was like something. He was like, "No, I'm gonna make a nigga 6 feet." He looks down, then he looks up. My, have you grown? Like he just does little simple shit like that you'd be like, you don't necessarily credit as performing, but when you really look at it in the context of the battle and what the story he's trying to tell, you'd be like, oh my God, I didn't even catch that little performance that he just did. But that was crazy.
He just needs little shit like that. If you remember, like B Magic and Conceited were the same way when it comes to shit like that. they'd have little movements, a little funny shit they did in
Yeah.
between bars that would keep the entertainment up.
Yeah.
And Nitty, I don't feel like uses that all the time. Like you said, the My Have You Grown shit. He
Yeah.
tries to do it too seriously. He's definitely top 10 lyricist. He's probably fucking top 3.
That's why I couldn't admit him from the list, bro. He's just he has so much shit that's like, oh my gosh. I just can't admit him, bro.
But when we're talking about the whole span of legends who like niggas, it's some niggas in the game, bro. If they're on, there's nothing you could do about it. Right. I don't care what you wrote, my number one in particular, my number one battle rapper of
don't say it.
I'm not gonna say it.
Oh, okay.
My number one battle rapper all time, if he's on A game, there was nothing you could do.
No.
It was just a rap for you. It doesn't matter what you wrote. Actually, my whole like top 5
now,
is like that.
Let me ask you this though, Bravo. Do you believe that that's just a kind of a biased thing? Because the number one that I have on my list, I have him beating Nitty, but a lot of people have Nitty winning. But when I watch it, the nuances, the little shit.
Your number one, who I think
you know who it is.
Is your number one? Oh no, you got 2 of them though.
Yeah, you're right. I do have two potentially ones, but this list, like I said, my personal favorite.
Your personal favorite. I always thought he beat Nitty.
Yes, he definitely did.
If we're not talking about the more recent Nitty battle, we're talking about the one that happened before the more recent one. Because you have 2 top favorites, but one of your top favorites just battled Nitty.
Mm-hmm,
and the other one battled him before. I'm talking about the one before.
And I thought yes.
I always thought
yes.
he won. I always thought he won. I feel like Nitty's only good round that I remember was his third. I feel like he turned up in the third, but the first 2 was kind of dog shit. But I remember your first being on fire pretty much the whole battle.
Yes.
He came to prove it.
Yes, and people, but
he did.
Which is, you know what? It's so fun. I'm so glad you brought that up because that wasn't who I was talking about. But like, yeah, that's a prime example. A lot of people said, "Oh, it's kind of debatable," and I'm looking at you like, "Hold on, bro. I kind of got this shit clear."
Yeah.
That's the same way I got my other favorite battler. But before I get to him, I don't want to jump in.
The other one though, Nitty won. Nitty beat that.
All right, hold on, man. Yeah, you disrespectful. No, he did not win.
I had to watch that battle again.
He did not win. Nitty was fire though.
All right, let's go. All right, continue. Right. So you got
DNA, 9 Hitman.
9, you got 8. Because you switched it up. 8, who you got?
No. So look. So Arson's honorable mention now, right? He's not on the list no more. He's honorable mention. DNA is 10. Hitman is 9. Nitty is 8.
Nitty is 8.
Number 7.
Okay.
Hey yo! Tay Rock, man. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Tay Rock,
bro. To put Rock.
Come on, man. Tay Rock, bro.
That's a good place to put
now,
Rock,
do you have any quarrels with Tay Rock?
I don't feel like Rock is one of the best of all time, like top 5, but I do feel like he belongs in the latter half of the 5. Yeah,
yes, sir. So he's 7 for me. So that's 2 spots outside of the top 5.
Yeah.
Got to go Rock, right?
Yeah.
But number 6 for me, we can't have Rock.
Can we talk about how I got smoked by ChatGPT, Rock?
Yo, that shit was crazy. What that nigga? Hold on, let me look it up. What he said to you, bro?
Nah, he has some
I had saved it
for me, bro. And I thought I won until I sent it to you, coach, and you was like, "Nah."
Bro, let me say. Wait,
for you people not aware, like sometimes when I'm trying to like just hone my skills or it'd be late night and I'd be tired, I tell ChatGPT to take on the persona of whatever battle rapper I got in mind, and I'll have ChatGPT to write a 16 against my 16, or maybe I'll do 3 full rounds if I'm really feeling like writing. And needless to say, ChatGPT Rock got me the fuck out of there.
Bro, gotcha. That nigga said this 40 a school shooter. It leave everybody in your study running.
Cause I told ChatGPT my Chizology shit 101 is the study of authenticity. So that's what he meant by study.
That was fire. And then he had an authenticity before that, right? Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah, ChatGPT Rock smoked me, bro. Smoked my fucking boot.
Bro, that shit was. There's another one on here that I saved, bro. That shit was so fire.
ChatGPT got off on me, bro.
Oh, he was like, yeah, he was like, I'm disrespectful. I dumped the can where your fam died, gun butt to your jaw. Now you talking with your hands.
Fire.
ChatGPT was fucking you up.
Chat GPT fucked me up, bro.
Oh my goodness,
thought I had some
ChatGPT fucked
shit
you up.
too.
But like I said,
I had one
continuing.
hard line in that shit though. I
You
said,
did. You had some shit.
I said something. You couldn't beat me, so that's why you was ducking. No, that's why you don't want to fuck. That's why you lost the moot. You got P. No, so what? Hold on. Let me find it.
Yeah, let me find your spot. Hold on.
You got my shit.
Let me see. I
It
know
might
I
be
got
in
that
our
bit
chat.
somewhere. Let's see.
Cause I sent you long ass bars, bro.
You did.
Yeah, Rock went crazy. Hold on, let me see. Cause I battled like Calico and all kind of people.
Yeah, but I got the Calico one right here.
This is the line right here. I said, I beamed you. When Mook beat your ass, that shit was greasy. You got PTSD. No wonder you won't battle easy. That shit was fire.
As soon as we said it, I pulled it up too. Yep.
Yeah, that shit was fire right there.
Just said 8 clips, tape them together and let them rip home.
Yeah.
Yeah, much like I got a little bit out of order right
kick the dust, this dirty Flintstone.
Flintstone.
What I say? Simple setups to a 2-bar punch. Sometimes extend the rhymes. 2-piece. Stumble and rock off the stage like Genuine. The gun bar king, a nigga who never grabbed a shell. That's like me calling myself the weight loss king and I'm fat as hell. Yeah, I was finna fuck Rock up.
Talk.
But yeah, he bagged me up.
Nigga bagged you up. But
so you got Rock on 7.
Got Rock at 7, but we can't have Rock
/ GPT Rock. They're both cold.
We can't have Rock at number 7 without number 6.
Okay.
T-Rex.
That's another controversial one. Rex ain't even on my list just because Rex kind of has the arse disease. Like he ain't been Rex, bro. If you watch,
His impact was so just monumental. Niggas still say Rex is like cold. Niggas still talk about that the Rex Hitman Rex and Young Ill one rounder. People still talk about it like to this day, like it's the most classic one rounder of all time.
Total Slaughter was a perfect example that Rex, Rex is another one of them niggas. I was just thinking about this the other day.
His A game.
Rex can kill you at will. It just depends on how he feels. I was watching his shit with that. You ever seen his battle with the Jit Yuri Montana or whatever? It was a little
nigga.
kid.
Yes, he said I put we said bean. Damn, what was the beanstalk line?
I done had a weed spot long as Jack had a beanstalk. Machine Glocks. You know what I'm saying? Like that Rex, bro, just for that little hint shows you that he could still beat your ass, bro. If he at will. That's a dangerous motherfucker, bro. If he wakes up that day and says, I want to fuck you up, you're gone, bro.
Yes. And that's why I kind of had to put him on my list, because I'm thinking about the list. Like I said, like everybody, performer, some people on this list are lyrical. Some people on this list kind of do a touch of everything. Rex just has nigga unmatchable aura. When Rex, when he wants to, like you, nigga, even though I might consider he lost this battle with Twerk, he had some shit, bro.
I ain't even watch it, bro. He had some shit. Rex at will. Them niggas dropped you like a kid off a big wheel. I shoot a chopper like I'm trying to do the windmill.
Come on,
bro. What can niggas
do with
that,
for
bro?
Rex too, bro. I just thought about it. Prayers up.
Oh, you know Rex is better now, bro.
He
He said he had a heat stroke.
Oh my god,
he was just overheated, bro. And like I was just telling bro when we went to the ATL event, the Hitman versus Geechee, yeah. I had to walk out at the end, bro. I was feeling over fucking heated, bro. That shit is like, wow. It's a real thing. That's why people pass out of battle rap all the time.
That shit makes so much sense though, because I remember watching battle rappers like since I was young as hell. It's always a nigga getting dragged out somewhere, you know, in an Uncle Raw interview or something.
And we all used to wonder what the fuck going on until you go to a battle rap event and you're like, oh my god.
Actually, I'll be thinking, I just thought it was like as a fan, I'm talking, oh, it's a fight, somebody got knocked out or something like that, or you know, something. But yeah, niggas be really passing out.
From fucking. I think it's something about just being in there, everybody smoking, you ain't no breathable oxygen left like that. Yeah, that shit's nuts. But
damn, I didn't even think about all the smoke. You're right.
Rex, man, when that shit happened with Rex, the seizure thing, we're not gonna touch on it too crazy, but that hurt my heart. I ain't gonna lie, bro. That fucked my whole night up, bro. I was fucked up for about 2 days about that shit, bro, because that's a legend, bro. As much as we talk shit and some of these niggas be real hoe cakes, I still love hip hop, bro.
Yes, sir.
That's still my core. That's still one of the biggest loves I've ever had in my life. So when that happens to one of our legends, primarily a nigga like T-Rex. I still remember the T-Rex, the nigga shit he did against Unkasa and
Yes.
all that shit.
Yes.
Like, bro, and then we met Rex not too long before.
I was gonna say when we met Rex, he was just
Yeah.
bobbing, chilling on his own accord, doing his own thing. You know,
what
it
I'm
was just
saying?
like,
and we didn't even
oh,
know
that
all the
shit fucked me
drama that
up.
was happening at the time with
Yeah.
Hitman and Uncle Ra.
Well, I did.
Did you?
I did. I didn't know at the when we were at the event,
Mhm.
but I definitely knew right after because I was like, oh yeah, I forgot that Hitman quote unquote banned Uncle Raw. I remember that
I
shit.
didn't
Yeah,
even know nothing of that. I came into the event.
Bro,
Not
you know,
knowing
I be
about
on
it.
all the interviews too and shit.
Yeah.
You know me.
But
But yeah.
meeting Rex, man, he was out there with Uncle Ra, you know, showing love. You know what I'm saying? While Uncle Ra was, I guess, kicked out or whatever.
Bro, I love that
Meeting
event.
Rex was just crazy.
I love that event. That was a great fucking event, by the way.
Yeah.
I
had a great time. It just was too fucking hot that bitch.
Yeah, it was hot as fuck. But after Rex,
we should next time we go to a fucking battle event, cuz we got to get a section.
Fan. Oh.
So we can sit down and have some drinks.
I said a fan like a dumbass.
That nigga said, nah, we can still stand in 2,000 people. We just need a fucking fan.
My feet was definitely hurting, but I was so immersed into the battle bars that it didn't even fucking matter. I'm sitting here talking to you, but you gone. I'm like, Bravo, you hurt.
I'm somewhere in the back trying to live life, nigga, trying to survive. Coach is in the middle of all the cigarette smoke.
You good?
This nigga's breathing straight
but
nicotine.
I'm talking to that super overly drunk nigga. We both just
oh yeah, that
battles right there. He was wild.
That's how shit happens at battle rap events too, bro. Niggas get too sauced up too early and end up it just, bro. You know how niggas is. Too many niggas, too much alcohol.
Cool before he got super drunk.
Yeah,
but when he got filthy drunk, then it was like, okay, you.
Before he was filthy drunk,
he was mad cool. We was chopping down the battles. We was, you know what I'm saying. He tried to, you know what I'm saying, share his wood with me and all type shit, bro.
I feel like one of them niggas sharing his wood with me is crazy. I felt like one of them niggas fell in the crowd, didn't he? Didn't he get too drunk that he fell or tripped over something? That nigga said he tried to share his wood with me. Nah, coach. He tried to share his wood with me by the bathroom.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Coach was standing in the back too, like,
hey man, fuck you, man. I don't got time for you, man. Number 5, man. Number 5.
All right. Are we on 5 or are we still on 6? Who's your 6? You said
6 was Rex.
Rex, okay.
And the reason why I don't have him number 5 because, like you said, the kind of the lapses recently and stuff like that, right? And he feels like it, so I couldn't put him at 5. Okay. 5 for me, Disaster. I think
easily,
right?
Even though Diz ain't really
people be omitting Disaster from the list. But here's the thing though. Even though he hasn't been quote unquote the same, he still has some big ass moments within the last 3-4 years. Like it should be crazy. And then after Disaster, I have this guy in the same vein as Disaster, who's also my personal favorite battle rapper of all time.
Okay.
Hollow.
You got Hollow at 4?
I got Hollow at 4.
Damn. So okay, we're not talking about the same shit then.
I got Hollow.
I was talking about Beat Rum Nitty.
No, I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah. And then you talk about my other personal guy who lost to him, but whatever. We'll get to that.
Yeah.
I got Disaster at 5 and I got Hollow at 4 because they kind of, to me, they aren't the same rapper, of course, at all.
They come from the same vein, though. Yeah.
Yes, come from the same cloth. You get what I'm saying? And they can literally.
They don't necessarily come from the same cloth. They just come from the same vein. Like, but I get what you're saying. In battle rap, they come from the same cloth, kind of.
Because they battle anybody and they can freestyle. They can. They don't write regular. They don't write like linear. They write in fucking holes and shit. So it's just like they're just incredible to me, right?
Yeah.
But I'm gonna get to my last 3.
That Kit Kat shit that he did against Charlie Clips is one of the craziest bars I've seen to this day.
Profound.
Just like Illmatic, you know, I think me and you, we've probably seen it separately. The Watch they did with Illmatic, B Dot, and Avo. Somebody else was there too. They
watched. You talking about Geechee Gotti?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. They watched the Hollow and Clips and
yes, sir.
Illmatic broke it down. So Ill talking about you have to have so much foresight.
Yes.
To do that.
Yes.
You have to know the crowd is going to be hot at a certain point. You have to know that they're going to be onto the angle you're onto. And if you're a battle rapper, you know that's damn near impossible. They could be in any motherfucking mood that day. And there's no way to predict that shit. That could have fell on his ass, bro. But the fact that it worked, and not only worked, but worked so supremely. Oh man, nuts, bro.
Bro. And I remember him saying, yeah, you have to have that foresight. He also said you have to be able to know that the crowd is literally hanging on that word, on
Yeah.
that particular word, like you said, like the angle, but that particular word that they're holding on, so that they can understand and put together what you're about to do before you even do it. So I'm like, oh, that's just crazy.
And it was
And then
clear that he
still
was
do it,
putting,
and it's still like
yeah,
surprise people.
and make it work. And it was
Yeah.
clear the way he switched the bar at the last minute.
Yes.
It was clear that he actually had sections that he was just piecing together on the
Piecing
spot,
together,
which is another fucking insane.
which is
You know,
crazy because you know what?
Disaster
When I
does
write
that
like
too.
articles and stuff, that's kind of how I write. Like I
Yeah.
can write an introduction, but then I go back and be like, you know what? The introduction is so good. I'm put that shit at the conclusion, and then I
Yeah.
go like that's kind of how I write. But I do it really like it's weird how I do that shit. Like because when I'm in a mode of writing, I just finish that bitch until I'm done. But like I be flipping it and switching it in my head, which is kind of weird as hell. I don't know why I do
That's
that shit.
always like something. Once I seen him and Disaster do that, and I think Pat Stay did it too. I've
Yeah.
always wanted to like try that in a battle. Just write my battle non-linear in sections, 8 bar, 16 bar,
And just be
and just
pulling
put
it.
them together on the spot. That's some cool shit to me,
That's some
bro.
brain power though.
That's
Fuck.
some fucking brain power, and that's like if you're actually cognizant enough to put them together based on situational awareness of what's happening in the crowd,
That's what he does.
that's even more fucking insane.
That's what he fucking does,
You're
bro. And
damn
that's
near unbeatable if the bars are hard enough.
you see why he's my favorite, right?
Yeah.
All right.
That's
You
why
feel
what
me?
the fuck 4? That's why I didn't get it.
Yes,
I
but the
thought you was gonna
reason
have them 1 or 2.
why I said that because I know we're talking about battle rappers, right?
Mhm.
But I think about also the impact outside of battle rap
Mhm.
and who you reached outside of battle rap. A lot of people outside of battle rap don't really know necessarily about Hollow.
Mhm.
Like they do my number 3rd on the list. Even though my number 3rd on the
Which
list, they
is
know about him because of Antics.
yeah. So
But
your
I got
third.
Daylight.
So you got Daylight, Surf, Lux.
Fuck no. Surf is off my list.
Surf ain't on your list?
He's an honorable mention, but he's off my list.
Daylight 3.
Because of the bullshit that he be doing. I got Daylight 3. I got
Okay.
Mook 2.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that.
And I
You
got
can't
Loaded
be
Lux
mad at
number
that.
1.
Woo! So my first and your first haven't battled, but unfortunately they'll never get the chance to battle. But they
What?
should have.
Who's your
Okay,
first? Okay, my bad. I'm going
let's
to the
go.
back.
Okay, so where am I at right now?
Number 10.
I'm gonna start my honorable mentions. I got 3 honorable mentions that I can think of.
Pat Stay. I'm so sorry. That was the one of my honorable mentions. Pat Stay, Ars. I said Conceited, B Magic. You know, but I definitely wanted to say
Conceited, B
Pat Stay
Magic,
and Young Ill.
Pat Stay, Ars, Young Ill, and Cassidy said.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Which I should bring up in my honorable mentions too. Probably add 2 more honorable mentions. So I got 5 honorable mentions. I'm just coming off the dome with these real quick.
All
The
right.
2 I just added is Big K and Reed Dollars. Reed Dollars, Big K should definitely be honorable mentions.
Yes.
I didn't think about Big K till now,
Yes.
but the honorable mentions I wrote down: Sharon. Sharon is an honorable mention. Nobody could beat Sharon. There's nothing you can do with Sharon. When he's ready, especially lately, bro, he's been fucking vicious.
Vicious.
Briz Rothstein is an honorable mention of mine.
I forgot
I
about
think he was gonna.
I love Riz.
I think he was gonna overtake anybody in the performance
Yes.
category.
Yes.
I think, and the fact that he beat this next honorable mention that I have is what fucking
Young
told me-
Ill, I know.
No,
Oh.
not at all.
Okay.
Ill Will. The fact that he beat Ill Will was nuts to me because
He didn't just beat Ill Will. He bodied Ill Will, bro.
I don't want to say bodied him because Will wasn't. I don't feel like Will really did it like he should. He didn't take Briz. I don't think.
I don't know why.
I don't think he looked at him like he was that much. I don't know why either.
Oh no, I'm tripping, bro. I'm thinking of Ars. I'm thinking of Briz body and Ars. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
He fucked Ars up.
He fucked Ill Will up, but it wasn't a body. You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, my number 10. Tay Rock.
I'm not mad at that though.
I'm not a super fan of Tay Rock, but the shit I seen him do against Big K, I can't, bro. As a hip hop lover, bro, there's no way. Fuck everything that he did before Big K. That round with the Judge Joe Brown, whole the Blade drove up, drove in, drove down.
Oh, come
I had
on,
never
bro.
seen him in that bag before. I've seen him go
AMG
AMG
mode.
mode, but
Mhm.
not like that.
Yeah, that was AMG. Yeah,
Like
yeah.
Tay Rock made that list. That's what gave my number 9, Hitman Holla. We talked about the impact that Hitman Holla had.
Okay.
My number 8, somebody I didn't see on your list, Geechee Gotti.
Bro, I want to put
Geechee
the,
changed the authenticity of
bro,
battle
he
rap.
did, bro. But when I think about all time, even though Geechee Gotti's on like a 50 Cent run in terms of battle rap, it's just
He's
like
been on a 50 Cent run, bro, for
like
almost a
4
decade,
years.
bro.
It hasn't been a decade. It's probably been like what six
I might have,
plus
I
years.
might be guessing it. But he's been on a 50 Cent run for at least 5 years, bro.
Yeah, bro. It's been crazy. It's been fucking crazy.
He's thinking about Geechee, bro. We're talking
Damn,
about
why the
most
fuck I didn't say
consistent.
Geechee? You right.
We're talking most consistent, bro. We're talking about Geechee. We're talking about Danny Myers. Completely consistent. Don't never hardly ever miss. I don't remember ever seeing Geechee choke. I don't remember him ever choking.
Nah, he just stumbles though, but he don't choke.
I'm sure he stumbled at some
Yeah.
point. I think that
He
happens.
stumbles a lot. Yeah.
But I don't remember him ever fucking choking. I remember his second versus Math. He started off real fucking choppy.
Yeah.
Like he was forgetting this shit, but it wasn't like he was still freestyling through it, bro.
Yeah.
Can we talk about
Charlie Clips
that,
one
bro?
too. Yeah.
Can we talk about how the most authentic nigga in battle rap
It's the most
can
underrated
also
freestyler.
freestyle?
Yes. And he does it all the time.
How many niggas
Fire,
do you
bro.
know, bro? Real authentic street niggas that can freestyle in a battle rap setting. And I'm not talking about, nigga, you got a fat ass chin. I'm talking about actual bars. He puts together freestyle bars.
That was his
Geechee
name from
Gotti
Philly.
that freestyles?
Yes.
Wrong?
It's an older battle rapper. Damn. He just had a resurgence kind of not so long ago. But he's very older battle rapper from Philly, and that motherfucker, yes, he be going. Shit, what's his name,
What's that
bro?
nigga's name?
Not Philly fucking Swain.
I
Damn,
don't know, bro. I don't
fuck.
know.
I fucked you up, bro. My bad. Damn.
No, you good. But yeah, if you think
'cause
about
it
it,
was
drop his
perfect, bro.
name because that's interesting.
Yes,
to me.
I will,
I
bro.
fuck with the Philly niggas. My number 7, Murder Mook. Murder motherfucking Mook.
At number 7?
I'm gonna tell you why. I would have had to put Mook higher, but Mook hasn't adjusted completely with the times yet, and
You don't think so at this time?
he was gone for so fucking long, bro. No, I don't think he's completely adjusted. I think he's getting his foot wet, but he lost the twerk, which is some bullshit. He lost to a bunch of fucking random bars, even though they were hard as fuck. They weren't random. They were tailored to Mook, but you could just tell it some shit the twerk thought up real quick.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't put real thought into it. He lost to that. What do you think? Him and Reed Dollars, which was a phenomenal battle to me. I don't know what the fuck everybody else seen, but that got shitted on.
Yeah. Man, because he had a little couple stumbles here and there. Man, you know how people are, bro. He be on
what
bullshit.
else did he do? He battled Geechee. I felt like he had 3 dog shit rounds against Geechee. The best part was the Pop Smoke shit. Everything after that, I felt like was
You
ass.
think he had ass rounds against Geechee?
I felt like
nah, bro.
rounds was ass.
I had to think about what you said for a second. I'm like,
I felt like his rounds, Geechee's rounds were better. It's just Mook strategized.
But that nigga Geechee told Mook, he said, life is just like 2K. You can push a square to shoot.
Yeah.
He said life got niggas doing stuff that life got niggas doing stuff that they really scared to do.
Yeah.
It's just like 2K. You can really push a square to shoot. That shit was crazy, bro.
Fire, bro.
Crazy.
I feel like he probably had better rounds than Mook. Mook just had the
I just think that he won
strategy.
I think he won that round, and the strategy is what propelled Mook over.
And it was like the most cheap button mashing ass strategy too, but it worked for Mook.
But what about we didn't get to Tay Rock that battle? That was modern time.
Yeah, that was good. I felt like this is another controversial opinion. I feel like Tay Rock, and I've said this before on here, Tay Rock had better battle rap rounds. Mook just was saying Mook. Think about this. Mook was the first person to actually address the bridge shit. if I'm not mistaken. Possibly
was.
before Geechee.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like he had the opening, and everybody wanted to see Mook come back.
Mm-hmm.
Jay Rock had better battle rap rounds, but Mook had better realistic rounds.
You remember, I gave Rock that battle on the first. Remember the first watch we did?
Yeah.
I said, "Bro, Rock won it." Remember we did a bet. You thought I was bullshitting for money? I'm like,
Yeah.
no, nigga, Rock won this fucking battle. But then, like, literally
But
that
it's
night,
just-
I texted you and I was like, oh no, Mook went crazy,
Yeah.
bro. I didn't even catch all that shit.
Yeah, Mook just strategy again.
Yeah.
Mook being strategic. Number 6, I got Arsenal. I put Arsenal higher than Mook because I feel like he beat Mook in their most recent battle. I feel like Ars fucked up. Hear me out, coach. I feel like Ars fucked up in the second round. We know he did. Clearly won the first by a landslide.
Damn,
There's no debating that first. I don't give a fuck.
I gotta watch it
taking his
again, bro.
glasses off and shit. Yeah, Ars smoked his fucking boots in that first. Ars again lost his footing in that third with mom shit. Nobody in that crowd wanted to hear this. Detroit niggas.
Yes.
Detroit niggas love Mook. You know, Mook has history out there as
Mhm.
far as like when he was moving and shaking. You know, he fucked with the Detroit niggas. They just didn't want to hear that shit. And honestly, I didn't want to hear that shit either. Like we knew it was coming, but
Yeah.
you're better than that. And it's shock value shit. Like it wasn't gonna go nowhere.
Yeah.
So I gave Ars that battle amongst Ars being a legend, amongst Ars being another one of them unstoppable forces. When he don't want to lose, he's not gonna lose. I don't give a fuck who you put him against, except for maybe my number 1, my number 2. Really my whole top 5. Okay, let's get into my top 5. Top 5. I hated to put this nigga here because he's inconsistent as fuck, but he changed the landscape of battle rap, and he's one of the most insane niggas we've ever had in battle rap. New Jersey Twork.
I couldn't put him on my list, though. I love Twork. You know I love Twork.
You know me more than any, like when it comes to this battle rap shit, you know I hate inconsistency.
Yes, sir.
I do not give niggas prizes for inconsistency, but it's almost like Godzilla being inconsistent in Tokyo. Like he's inconsistent, but he destroyed Tokyo, bro.
You must have Sue Surf on your list then as well.
Number 4, I got Sue Surf on my
list.
Oh
my god! See, that's what. Okay.
Number
see, you on bullshit. You on bullshit, bro.
I'm not on bullshit. I'm just playing.
Bullshit. Because no, but you're right though. They're classic, and a lot of niggas know them outside of battle rap. You're right, bro. It's
When
just
we're talking about a legend. We're talking about authenticity.
Yeah.
We're talking about the face of battle rap at this moment.
Yes, sir. Who's that?
Or at least maybe not this moment, but for sure in the last few years before he got locked up. The face of battle rap. Tsunami Surf.
Yeah.
Another nigga that if he don't want to lose, he's not gonna lose.
He's not gonna lose.
And that's a dangerous credit.
Except for when he went against Big T, when Big T was in his prime. Big T fucked him up, but that was young Surf. But
yeah, we're gonna excuse him for that.
Yeah.
Because Big T's been big terrible for a long time. So that my whole top 5, when they don't want to lose, they're not gonna lose. But these top 3, maybe the cream of the crop.
Epitome of consistency or lyricism?
Of when they don't want to lose, they're not
gonna
lose.
Got you. Of that angle, okay.
My number 3, Disaster.
Come on.
When Disaster don't want to lose, he's not gonna lose. Disaster. My number 1 has called Disaster the best battle rapper of all time. That was his favorite battle rapper of all time. And I agree. There's nothing like Diz. There's never been since. Maybe the closest thing to Diz was like
Jonah.
No.
I'm putting Hollow.
The closest thing to Diz
or Danny Myers
since has been probably Twork. Maybe Briz.
As far as
electricity,
yeah,
maybe Briz. My number 2 is my personal favorite battle rapper of all time, and he went against Diz, but I felt like there was a clear disconnect. Even though my favorite number 2, Danny Myers, is my favorite battle rapper of all time, he went against Diz, and Diz showed that there were indeed levels.
He has to fire shit against Diz, but you're right.
Yeah.
Yes.
My number 2, Danny Myers. My number 1, who I think nobody could ever beat, and if he were still on this plane of existence with us, would never get beaten. My number 1, rest in peace to Pat Stay.
And that's my honorable mention, bro. He's my top 3 honorable mention. Don't do that.
Pat Stay was unstoppable.
Yeah, he was unstoppable, bro. He fucked Rock up.
If you think about all of Pat Stay's battles, when I knew Pat Stay was unstoppable, we all seen the Arcane shit.
Mm-hmm.
We was like, okay, this introduced us to a new demon. We had already seen the Marv 1 shit and knew that was the most brutal battle rap round we'd ever heard in our life. Then, the Arsenal shit, the Sword shit, good battles. He went crazy. When we all seen the Arcane shit, we was like, okay, this nigga is a force to be reckoned with. But then, when he battled Prime Disaster, the same Disaster that took Cannabis, which is one of the best lyricists to ever touch the mic.
Tom Cruise mom shoes.
And fucked him all the way up.
Absolutely. Had him discombobulated.
He got up there and told Pat Stay they had to do 5-minute rounds just to get Pat out of his comfort zone, because that's where Diz is comfortable at. When Pat went up there 5-minute rounds versus Diz and arguably didn't lose a round.
Stop playing, bro. Yeah.
No, who the fuck could have done that, Coach? You tell me. Who the fuck could beat this Cannabis Disaster? 3 rounds, 5 minutes each, Coach. We're not talking about 230s, 3s.
Mm-hmm.
5 minutes. And worked it like it was like it was the smoothest shit that's ever been through. We're talking about the same motherfucking Pat Stay that, look what he did versus Danny in the second round. Who in the fuck have you seen glide through Danny? You've never seen anybody glide through Danny in a round.
No Diddy, yeah.
Yeah, glided right through him. You never seen anybody.
Astro Glide.
Yeah. You never seen anybody deliver a round like his second against Verb. Talk about Verb being molested as a child and make that shit into a joke. Into not only a joke, into a negative against Verb. Like if we're talking about Pat Stay, bro, look at his battle against Real Sick. He started out talking about his mom's dying and going through that shit, related it all, flipped it back into a bar. Or we're talking about on a URL 1,000+ person stage.
Yes. Or like what he did with Tay-Rock right before that battle, either right before or right after that battle was Real Sick. When he was in that first round, he was like, see, that's all you, all gun bars, no direction. I just thought that shit was crazy because it literally neutralized everything that Rock had to say that whole battle.
Yeah.
Like literally, it took the energy out the room, bro. Like it was, oh man, I remember watching that, was like, oh,
and that was after
Rock.
And that was after Tay-Rock did the Kamehameha.
Yeah, the Kamehameha. Yes.
One of the craziest reactions I've ever heard out of a crowd in my life.
Yeah.
Pat slowed it down.
It was so good that it made Rock stumble, bro. I'm sorry to cut you off, but
no, you're good.
You're
good. He slowed it down and changed the narrative. I'm trying to think who else, because there's so many battles that Pat Stay didn't have. I seen on the interview with T-Top after Pat passed that was his next battle.
But that's why I couldn't put Pat Stay on my list, bro. And as much as I love him and he's an honorable mention and he could be literally top 5, it just felt like he didn't have enough. Well, he had a lot of material. Don't get me wrong.
He had enough run. It's just he was just starting his URL run.
It felt like he was just so cool, calm, and collected. Like he just took battles that he wanted whenever he wanted to. And even though that's great, it's just like, I don't know if I could really. I don't know.
Look up his battle list again.
It felt like so short.
Hold on, Pat Stay battle list.
And I remember he fucked Sharon up in the championship. Oh, that shit was great. Well, Sharon did kind of good too, though. But
yeah, can we talk about the Sharon battle, bro?
That was crazy.
Pat
was cooking, bro.
Ain't nobody dope as me. I'm so fresh and clean. It don't make you no less racist because you got some echo genes. We're talking about what he did. I'm looking up his battles right now. Beat a Prime Disaster. That was enough right there. Sharon, who was on fire. Beat Hollow the second time. Got his ass kicked the first time. But
I don't want to say that. I don't want to say that because I don't want to. Because it was the
That's the one I
exhibition.
was telling you.
It was the exhibition.
That's the one I was telling you I was in the building for.
It was the exhibition.
Because your number one is Lux, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Did we even get there? I feel
Yeah.
like we skipped your number one. We talked about Lux.
We went through the whole thing. Yeah.
Who'd you have number two?
I had Mook.
But I don't think we got the Lux. I really think we stopped after Mook and got into my
No,
shit.
we went to I said Lux and I said he's just I was just like, man, he's just the greatest writer, but I didn't say anything
okay.
I didn't add any backstory with Lux. But it's bro, I'm gonna talk about Lux anytime. So nigga, I ain't even going this is gonna be a whole hour just on Lux. He's the greatest, bro. And he beat Nitty. He beat Nitty to me. All right.
Lux beat Nitty?
He beat Nitty to me, bro.
Nah, I don't think so.
We gotta watch that battle one day, bro.
And yeah, I gotta watch Rum and Daylight too. I never seen that. I already skated through Daylight.
Daylight
it's all that hippity flippity
Daylight
shit.
No, Daylight pisses me off, bro, because he was fucking playing. The second round, he was fucking playing and doing stupid shit. First round was kind of dope. It just niggas ain't, they wasn't understand what he was saying, but it was fire. In the third round, it was more surface levels, so it went crazy. So people got him 2-1, Rum Nitty 2-1. But the second round, it left the poor taste in people's mouths, bro, because he was on some bullshit.
Yeah, he was choking too, wasn't
he? He choked and then tried to play it off as an antic. Hey, so while Nitty was trying to rap, he was like, hey, yo. And Nitty was like, come on with that corny shit, bro. Like, he kept doing that. Like, come on.
I got Pat number one, you got Lux number one, a battle that unfortunately never got to happen, which I felt like Pat would have finally showed that he was the greatest of all time because he can do what Lux can do, but Lux can't do what he can do. I've seen Pat dive into that bag.
Fucking mind.
Yeah,
bro, you keep pissing me off, bro.
What do you say? From start to finish, I'm gonna make it hard to live with like a heart condition for this narcissistic mark. It's not a smart decision. Kick it as hard as mixed martial artists twist him till his arm. It's hard to fix it like a car when the part is missing in the spark ignition. Here's a parking ticket. He can get, bro. He's gotten into that bag before, bro.
Yes.
He can do that, but Lux can't do what he can. Lux can't make the crowd die in stitches like he could.
Yeah.
There's so many Pat battles we missed. If we're talking about Pat battles, we missed. So glad that Real Sick was his last stage battle because Real Sick is one of the real official new guys.
That's dope though. That's authentically dope.
Really dope.
Yeah.
We missed Pat versus Lux. We missed Pat versus Hitman. We missed Pat versus Ill Will. Mm-hmm. We missed Pat versus Mook. We
missed Pat Stay versus Hollow, like a real fucking battle to me. I don't think that the other battles
did another one.
I just felt like they shouldn't have did none of those other two and just did a real fucking battle.
Yeah,
because it just
like the second battle, man, just the energy was just thrown off because of the
surprise shit, right?
Shit, yeah. Not that they couldn't come back because Pat used, if I'm not mistaken, his original second and third.
Okay, that's right.
Hollow, okay. But Hollow. And Hollow, I'm sure, used some of his material for his other two rounds. But yeah, if that original Hollow would have battled that Pat that had his original shit, yeah, that could have been a way better battle. Pat T-Top, I would have loved to see that. Yeah. Two strategists, two anglers. Same for Mook. Pat versus B-Dot.
Pat versus Daylight.
They already battled.
They did, bro. But that's so
Daylight bullshitted.
I was about to say Daylight bullshit.
I wouldn't have gave him another battle either. If you gonna do me like that.
Yeah, you right, bro. You bullshit. Because that was the when he was in the little box, right? When he was acting like a little box.
He was acting like a slave. No, he was in the box with QP.
Yeah, with QP box, but then the slave, the whole slave. He had a fucking slave.
I understand what he's trying to say, but it did, yeah. Right. But still, like this is a battle, bro.
But see, Bravo, this is what pisses me off. Because we say we want chances. We say we want people to do new things and bring new shit to battle rap. They tried to bring some new shit and people shitted on it. And it was actually, if you really watch that battle, it wasn't just some bullshit antic though. I know I said that at first, but when you really watch that battle, he was saying some important shit. Yeah. But this is the thing, right? If you feed your baby food and then you're gonna get them on solid food, you kind of have to sneak a little bit of that solid food into the baby food.
That's what
Mhm.
you don't understand about the daylights. Not you in particular. I'm just saying people.
Mhm.
If you're gonna feed them something new, you got to give it to them in a easy to digest way.
Yeah.
And that's not what he did. Instead of going like
Yeah.
daylight bars, going crazy and mixing in this concept, and then talking about the concept as well, he just went straight concept, no bars, no notable bars. You know what I'm saying? It's
He was
like
bullshitting that battle, bro. I'm trying to fucking cape for him, bro. I'm trying to
you
cape for that
can't
nigga.
beat Pat
Yeah.
Stay with that, bro, because
He
it's
was
like
bullshitting.
even though people had he had the racist allegations from the past, people was fucking with Pat Stay.
Mhm.
You're not gonna beat him straight on a racist angle. I mean, it's just so much. It's all the great anglers, which to me is Mook, T Top, B Dot. We missed that.
Hollow.
We missed A Ward versus Pat Stay. We
Yeah.
missed
Yeah.
Briz.
Bro, oh my, that would have been
Can you
crazy.
imagine what that would have been
Bro,
like,
that would have been
bro?
electric, bro. Oh my gosh.
That's a nuts battle. That would have
It's
been.
nuts.
He should have battled Briz. And I think this when he was about to battle T Top. If I'm not mistaken, this was still before the punch, or did he passed? No, he passed after the punch. A few years after, because the punch was
Yeah.
like 5 years ago, believe it
Yeah.
or not.
Mm-hmm.
And Pat's only been deceased for 2,
Mm-hmm.
which don't even seem like it's been that long. That
I was gonna say, I feel like 2 months ago, low key.
that was the single in battle rap worst day of my life. I remember that news. I remember waking up to that in the morning, still reading the things, trying to make sense of it. Is it true? Is it not? And then when it was confirmed by his people, I remember I just went back to sleep, coach. I couldn't believe it. I was devastated. I didn't know I felt that deeply about Pat Stay until it happened.
Yes, sir.
I just remember that whole day being a blur. It felt like I lost a friend. It felt like I lost a family member.
Bro,
That was
Pat
the
is still
single
one of my.
worst.
Oh, bro. See, if we did this list as like personal favorites, bro,
Yeah.
Pat Stay is probably like my top 3 all time, bro. Top
But
4,
see,
like
I didn't just do it on personal favorites like Impact, bro. Pat
I
Stay.
know, but it's like so many people. I
Pat
can't.
Stay came from the Elements League, which created Grind Time, which was some sort of a blueprint for URL.
Mhm.
Had Pat Stay never battled, we can say URL might have never existed. That's the ultimate impact. That and Mook we're talking impact, it's right there. And Pat edges, because never have been edges what could have been or what started. Grind Time was there was Jump Off, the World Rap Series, then Battle Rap and then the Smack DVD, and then Battle Rap
When did Scribble Jam take place?
That was before all that.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
that was Scribble Jam first. Then
I mean,
Jump
yeah,
Off.
you're an old head, so you was on all
Yeah.
that shit. Yeah.
Then Jump Off. Then the World Rap Championships. Then Smack DVD came apart. Then Battle Rap kind of
WRC, yeah, WRC.
Yeah, that was the World Rap Championships. Yeah. And then Battle Rap kind of I feel like Battle Rap kind of stopped for a few years, and then came back the URL DVD era and Grind Time.
Smack DVD.
Yeah, no, Smack DVD happened. Then it kind of, I'm saying Smack happened, during the time of Jump Off or right after. Then it kind of went dead, and then that's when Grind Time came back. But had the Elements League never existed, there would never have been no Grind Time. And had Grind Time never existed, URL probably would have never came back as URL. If anything, if DVDs was dead at that time, Smack might have took another platform, maybe using YouTube, but not as a battle rap league. Maybe dropping Smack DVD type battles on YouTube as a one-offs type shit. But since Grind Time formed something, URL formed something. So Pat Stay ultimately is the reason that URL is what it is. There's no bigger impact than that.
I can see that. I can see. I love your soliloquy.
Yeah.
By the way, I love it.
These are facts, though. This isn't my
opinion. It is. It's just
these are facts.
I get it. But it's like the what if game. It's like, okay, I can't do that. You know what I'm saying?
And even if we're saying, okay, say we're coming from your angle, coach. Say we don't give a fuck about none of that, right? Okay,
I do give a fuck. I love Pat Stay.
I'm saying what you're saying is that basically, who knows what would have been what, right? We can't necessarily pinpoint it to Pat Stay.
Yeah,
cool. We can definitely pinpoint from direct mouth who owned Grind Time. The Elements League created Grind Time. So even if we're leaving URL out the same, and we'll say Smack might have just did that shit regardless.
Mm-hmm.
The whole grind time era, we're talking about all that. Introduced so many new rappers to the world.
Conceited was the grind time nigga. Hold on, now. That was my dog. Well, he started Jungle, right?
That's where Conceited came up. That's where Arsenal came up.
Yep.
Because they both were already established, but they got major boosts from coming on that side. When Arsenal came to battle Awkwards, when Rex came back in the modern era to battle Awkwards, like all that kind of created Rex and Arsenal in that timeline.
Yes,
because before that, they was just Fight Club, Smack DVD niggas. Now you're coming into the written era. Like it was written back then, but what I'm saying is they had memorized shit. It was kind of random street raps that would just go for anybody. Rex against Awkwards coming into that timeline. I don't know if he did Young Ill by then or not. I don't think so. But if he had, it was like still. And they set the precedent for a lot of money coming into battle rap too. Absolutely. Rex was like one of the first niggas to get $2,000-$3,000 to battle and get flown out. Same for Arsenal when he came for Awkwards. So Pat Stay opened that lane. Even though he wasn't even in grind time. He opened that lane. And then when King of the Dot came along with the URL movement and all that shit that was happening at the time, King of the Dot, I think, was before URL. But all that shit was happening at the same time. Pat becoming the face of that. It's a shame it took so long for him to really get on URL.
Yeah.
Because there was so much competition over there that he should have battled.
Yeah, it was politics, bro. You know how that shit went, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really all that.
I'm just hoping that type of shit doesn't happen to A-Ward.
I can see that happen to A-Ward.
Niggas like A-Ward keep taking all them niggas on the Riot League, but that's not gonna have the same impact as taking it in front of a New York crowd. That's the Mecca, you know. As much as we hate it and hate the politics, the Mecca is New York.
Yes, sir.
There's a certain credibility you don't have until you battle in the Mecca.
We see Verb,
particularly on Urban Plaza or, you know, the Gramercy or something like that.
Bro, I just thought about another honorable mention.
A-Verb?
A-fucking-Verb.
Yeah.
A-Verb was that, man.
A-Verb has a lot of stake in saying that
nigga,
he created a lot of shit too.
versus Disaster. I know we talked about the A-Verb versus Math battle, but the A-Verb versus Disaster battle was fire too.
Yeah. Which he's fucking... Verb had some moments, but he beat dog shit out of Verb in that battle.
He did. But I ain't gonna say dog shit, but he fucked him up.
Something with your curling iron. He didn't perma-fried him.
He went crazy with Verb. But Verb was it was at one point where I was scared of anybody to battle Verb.
Because he said the Verb, he said, my uncles are stockbrokers, yours are broke stalkers. That was crazy.
But I mean,
yeah, Verb was the boogeyman for a little bit.
Bro, I was
even
scared.
though I wasn't in that era, I remember hearing about Verb being the boogeyman.
That
around
nigga
the Math time,
scary,
the Hollow
bro.
time. I wish I was watching battle rap when he battled Hollow. I know that around that time that was probably some insane shit to see.
That shit was insane. It fucked me up. Oh man, because Verb was.
What was Hollow's status like at that time? Was this still during grind time era?
No, this was
after grind time.
You talking about? Wait, who did we just talk about? Damn, I'm tripping.
We're talking about Hollow versus Verb.
Hollow versus Verb. Damn, I think this was grind time.
So was niggas still looking at Hollow like he's Hollow? Like he was a legend back then still too, right?
Because that's so hard for me to do. And the reason why is because my battle rap knowledge and my pursuit of battle rap wasn't really in real time. It was in a certain sense, but that was really like, I want to say, damn, it's hard to really describe, bro, because I started off battle rapping like forever, bro. Like, you know, on that Fight Club shit, 106 and Park, all that shit. I was always into battle rap. And then I stopped. And then I remember me being at like, I think it was like 6th grade. I was like 12 years old and watching some just throwaway battle with like Arcane versus like Caution and some, you know what I'm saying? Some weird fucking battle. I mean, not Caution. What's his name? The white dude. Caustic versus like Arcane or some shit. Right. And I remember after that, I was like, oh shit, this is what battle raps turn to? What the fuck? Like, okay. And I'm watching this. And I remember going back to URL. I was like, oh, damn, this is what all the legends are.
Yeah.
Blah, blah. So it's like it's hard for me to kind of say what the post was on
Yeah.
Hollow. But if I'm not mistaken, I think Averb was the boogeyman and Hollow was more so of like the prove it guy. Like,
Yeah.
oh, he's dope over here, but we don't know how he sounds in the
How he's
street.
gonna transition, yeah.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people say when you battle SB, it was just kind of like a domination.
Yes, sir. Yes,
So
sir.
now we're trying to see where he do in the league type shit.
And he went
Because
crazy
he
on
had,
Hollow.
I
And
don't
he went
remember,
crazy on fucking Math. Well, not crazy on them, but they had crazy battles with
because I
them.
remember after SB, he still did grind time. He battled Marv 1, and that's when Marv 1 was Marv 1.
Marvelous One.
Yeah, so it was like that was a proven battle for him right there, because
Yeah.
it's like we seen what you did with SB, but now this is a legend.
Mm-hmm.
Not only just a grind time legend, it's a street legend.
Mm-hmm.
Just in this grind time format. So let's see what you do. And he showed out there, man. I remember Marv said that he always hated the line where Verb was like, the bitch, I thumbs down the bitches you tongue down, or something like that. Like, and he was like, that's when I knew that Verb was something special. So he did that, and I think he probably did Math after that.
Bro,
in a volatile, hostile New York crowd against the New York bully.
Oh my, bro, that Math battle was one of the greatest battles of all time. Yeah. It's my top 5, bro. I can't take it out of my top 5.
Math definitely has rounds in there that to this day are insane to me and still hold up today.
Verb 2, the whole fucking I'm gonna put you the hospital's angle. Oh
yeah, Verb has some shit, bro.
Bro, his scenic and imagery is just second to none, bro. But you know what we should do? Because I won't keep on here too long. We wrap this thing up right here, man. I want you to get to bed on time. I know you're old head. But what we can do is
let's go 1 and 2 though.
I was gonna say we can compare. What we can do is this. I can put my favorite battler my favorite battle from my number 1 battler of all time. We can watch that battle, and then we can watch a battle that you have that's your favorite to combat the battle that I have against my guy. So your Pat Stay battle that you have is like the best Pat Stay battle of all time that really shows his skills versus who I got.
Pat Stay versus Disaster.
Loaded Lux versus Hollow.
Those are bangers, bro.
Those are bangers, bro.
So we might have to combine them and watch the 1 round Disaster versus Hollow. Since Pat and Lux never got to get down.
We could do that. We could do that. We could do
Diz versus Hollow, that bullshit. We can watch that and decide a winner. The best number 2. My second is Danny Myers. Your second was Mook, right?
Yes.
None of them niggas have crossed paths. Nope. None of them, except for Danny and Pat.
Yep.
Danny never battled Mook or Lux. Pat never battled Mook or Lux.
But you know how they view Danny though, which is fucked up. They view Danny as like a little nigga still, bro, which is so crazy.
I really don't think so still.
Bro, I think
they don't, I don't think they view him like they view a Surf or somebody like that. But I think niggas know Danny will get busy now. Lux
they do, bro, but they just be looking at him like a nigga that just rap. He's just a good rapper. They don't look at him as like somebody that's really pivotal in this battle rap scene, bro.
I think Lux know that Danny would get down on you harder than Rum. Like you knew. I feel like he knew Rum was the safer battle, even though Rum is insane. You get in that ring with Danny if you want to, bro. You're gonna see an animal you ain't never seen before.
Nigga, Danny versus Rock?
Yeah, you're gonna see something you ain't never seen before. I knew he was gonna do that, bro.
See, I knew he was gonna do that.
I've been watching Danny forever.
That, bro.
No, I've been watching Danny forever.
I'm a Danny fan. I
Danny. Knew he was gonna do Rock like that, and I knew it was gonna open everybody's eyes that y'all look at this nigga like he a scrub, but he's finna get in here and fuck your number 1 up.
I've always had Danny as like super high because I'm a real battle rap fan, bro. I don't play that politic game. If you dope, you dope. And niggas used to be shitting on Danny Myers because he called him corny, yikes, and all that shit. But man, that Danny is fire, bro.
Before Surf went to jail after Danny fucked Rock up, they were on the road to put Danny versus Surf, and he was gonna do that to Surf too. I'm telling you, I bet everything I had in my pocket, dog. He was gonna do Surf foul.
Yeah, he's gonna fuck.
Hopefully he doesn't get Surf on the comeback because it's gonna be a lot of bullshit. But if you remember, even Rum Nitty get Surf on the comeback. He beat Surf. Everybody wanted to suck Surf's dick when it happened. If you go back and watch that battle, bro, it's clear.
Yes, it's clear to
Beat the
day,
shit out
bro.
of
Rum
Surf.
beat the dog shit out of. Well, I'm gonna have you picking up souvenir. Wait,
Yeah.
what is that?
You gonna remember this shit?
You
Yeah,
gonna remember this shit? Yes.
they gonna
Come
have to
on,
bring
bro.
back souvenirs. You gonna
Bring
remember this
souvenirs
shit?
back. You gonna remember this shit forever,
Yeah.
bro.
Put Surf on the can like Hawaiian Punch.
Like Hawaiian Punch.
Yeah.
Like Surf has some cool shit. Don't get me wrong here and there, but it was just the aura, bro. That's what propelled him against
Yeah.
Nitty. But Nitty fucked him up.
Fucked him up, bro.
But all right, so what's what we do,
Then
bro?
it was gonna do the same thing.
What's your schedule like tomorrow, bro?
Let me see.
You free?
I should have nights free. Who said that in a song? That shit was fun. That shit was fire. But yeah, I should have nights free. Nights are free. Oh, was it Sam Smith? Nights are free. Yeah, that's Sam Smith. Yeah, I should be running the same time, bro. About 9.
Okay.
About 9.
Now, okay, so because you know, Love Island, Love Island drop
Yeah.
drop tomorrow.
Let me tell
you know,
y'all about this nigga.
on Love Island.
Let me tell y'all about this goofy ass nigga, bro. We were supposed to do this probably 5 days ago. It might have been longer than that.
My girl be killing. All right.
This nigga, bro. We get there. I got all my camera equipment on. I'm ready. This nigga ain't responding to texts. I'm trying to tell him what's up. He talking about my bad, bro. My girl got me watching Love Island.
But I had to.
Bitch ass nigga, get off the microphone real quick. That's why this nigga done grew his motherfucking beard like that. Cause he been eating ass for the last 2 weeks consistently and watching Love Island like a broad.
Hey,
you watching motherfucking Love Island like Nicki Minaj, nigga, and her husband.
I'm part of the content game. What you said earlier? When in Rome, you do as the Romans do.
Yeah.
Hey, we in America. They love this dating shit. Okay.
When on Brokeback Mountain, you do what the Brokebacks do. That's what the fuck you do. This nigga watching
Hey,
Love
bro,
Island.
in my defense though, bro, I had my laptop. The shit. All right. First off, the shit died on me. Okay, that's first and foremost. I had the shit charging, but while I'm having the shit charging, I had it on do not disturb because I was doing a stream with my boy the day before. You feel me? So I fucked up, bro.
Yeah.
I was like, I said, damn, wait, what time is it? Oh shit. But listen, bro.
The truth about it all is if watching Love Island was gonna get your dick sucked, fuck all this shit. I understand it all. If watching Love Island was gonna get you some head, then I'm not upset that you canceled the stream.
My brother, I will not.
All you had to do was tell me beforehand that there's some throat involved in this ending, and I'd have said, you know what, we'll reschedule this.
But see, I was still trying to do this shit though, bro. But I just slipped my mind, bro. At the time, that's all it was. Yeah. But I still wanted to do it. But tomorrow we can do that bitch at 8. No, wait, no. I think Love Island come on at what 8:30, 8:35. So look, check me out.
This nigga, man.
And I got to do a Love Island recap.
We're planning our motherfucking shit around Love fucking Island, bro.
It's booming.
I hope y'all hear this nigga, bro. This is gonna go to Facebook, right?
Yeah.
Listen to this motherfucker right here talking about Love Island.
Peoples know me. Okay, listen, my peoples is Love Island peoples. All right, they're not really battle rappers like that. This is my love. Okay. They love Islanders.
And I gotta
feed the fans.
And when he says his people, he's talking about 35 girl cousins. That's his people.
No, 20 girl cousins and it's 15 friends.
Yeah, that are also girls.
Yeah,
and they're all watching Love Island together and crying.
Hey, you's a hater. Hey, hold on. Where your girl at, man? I'm gonna have her make you watch that shit, man.
She sleep because she doesn't watch Love Island because she's a goddamn man.
Wait, what?
She's a grown goddamn man that doesn't watch Love Island.
I'm clipping this. But yeah, man, I appreciate y'all for standing up with us, man, and going through our top 10 battle rappers list, man. We couldn't necessarily get a consensus, but we kind of at the same time we kind of do though, man. Our list,
our battle rap. I expected our lists to be different, but maybe the 10s through like 4 were very similar.
It's very
just in different places.
Yeah, different places, but it's like 2 spots above or 2 spots below.
Or maybe 3 through 1 or 4 through 1 varied a lot because I don't think I had anybody that you had in your top 3. Oh, I had Moo in your top 4.
You didn't have Lux?
I didn't have Lux, Daylight, or Hollow.
Wait, where did you put Lux?
I didn't.
All right,
because
y'all. All right, y'all.
I'm gonna tell you why. Because Lux just Lux. Okay, he could very easily been in there, and he'll always be in my honorable mentions because he's a goddamn legend.
Mm-hmm.
But if we're talking about an Impact, you can put him in there too. Of course, you put Luck. Yeah, of course. But
Jay-Z tweeted, "You gonna get this work?"
yeah, but okay. So listen to the criteria. Like we was talking about, we kind of
Skill.
off camera talked about the criteria with skill, impact,
Mhm.
and etc. Type different types.
Performances, yeah.
Yeah, Lux could have easily been in there. You could put Lux in there somewhere. But
One.
Lux just ain't my personal cup of tea. The same way you didn't have Pat stay in your top 10, you had him honorable mention.
You ain't have Daylight either.
I didn't have Daylight.
Because Daylight isn't your Daylight isn't your cup of tea because you don't like smart niggas. Hey, I noticed something about you, Bravo.
It
You don't
ain't
like
that.
you don't like niggas who talk about books and shit. Fuck you.
I am a smart nigga, so I can't
All right.
not like smart niggas. It's just that I don't like shit. You ever seen the Seth Rogen, not Seth Rogen, Seth MacFarlane, where they was talking about something on Family Guy where they was drowning in a little panic room, and he was like, I never liked The Godfather. It insists upon itself. And I feel the same way about smart niggas, meaning that when you're trying to be quote unquote the smart nigga, and you have this aura of I'm the smart nigga because I'm the smart nigga, and you're not necessarily you kind of get what I'm saying. Like it's kind of
King Los. I totally get what you're saying. He has that
King
aura.
Los
Smartest
is
nigga in the
perfect
room.
example.
Yeah.
He insists upon himself.
Yes.
He's the smart nigga that like, come on, my nigga. Like, what's the word I'm trying to think of when they pretentious?
Yes.
Pretentious.
No, narcissist, pretentious. No.
Yeah, meaning you think you're higher than some.
Yes.
Like those type of people that don't even necessarily hit the spot when it comes to battle rap, but they insist upon themselves being a smart nigga. It's like, okay, I get it. You might be the smart nigga in life, but this is battle rap. If you're not checking all the boxes and you're not hitting, I don't give a fuck if you're smarter than everybody else. You be using the bigger words, like Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick Lamar
don't say nothing crazy
himself.
Don't say nothing. Stop. Watch your mouth about Kendrick Lamar, man.
Of course, he got a fucking flow. Of course, he is a good rapper, but
Kendrick Lamar, bro.
A lot of that shit is turtle tank shit because it insists upon itself being smart, but it really is some shit that's been done a million times over, just with a new fresh coat of paint on it. It's not pushing the line for real. It just sounds like it's pushing the line because it's easy to make niggas feel like you're pushing the line because a lot of niggas is dumb as fuck.
I totally get what you're saying, Bravo. I totally get what you're saying.
It
right?
insists upon itself. That's all I'm saying.
It's also like that infamous debate where it's like, okay, who's smarter, the person that can teach calculus or the person that can teach simple concepts to third graders?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. I totally get your point, but you need both of them.
Yeah,
because when I was all right,
I'm not saying that you don't need a Kendrick Lamar. This, for example, is like Cannabis. I heard Cannabis for the first time, like his full album for the first time, maybe like a year ago. Incredible. To this day, I feel like some of the raps he has on that Can I Bust album can hold up to lyrically to this day. He was way ahead of his time.
Yes, absolutely.
But he insisted upon himself. That type of style, you got to know that there's no longevity in being one way forever.
Okay.
You have to adapt to your climate because the climate is gonna depend on, like, I can't be a shorts nigga forever like me. I've been wearing shorts forever. I don't like long pants. But in the winter, I'm fucking myself over. And it's like Cannabis is that type of nigga. Like he's lyrical, but you're never gonna cross certain barriers until you can be the nigga who teaches calculus to a third grader.
But here's the thing.
You have to mix that. The best rappers mix that. If you look at a nigga like Crooked I don't got no hits. But Crooked I, you can easily say he's one of the best lyricists in the world
all time.
He knows how to teach calculus to a third grader. He just chooses to be calculus.
But see, the way I look at what you said,
can do both.
What's the word you said? He insists upon himself a lot, right?
He insists upon himself. Yeah.
I parallel that to braggadocio in the rap game. Yeah. Everybody talking about I'm the biggest drug dealer and shit. Mm-hmm. Why can't I be the smartest nigga? Yeah. Or that make you feel like shit because I'm the smartest nigga. But if I say I'm the biggest drug dealer, you can be like, oh, that's that nigga. Like, what the fuck?
but it's not necessarily the same because, like, yeah, it won't work in the climate.
I'm trying to throw
Yeah,
something out there. I'm sorry.
no, you were right. You were completely right. But what I'm saying, that might not work in the radio climate, but you gotta look at niggas like Tech Nine, there's niggas like Jelly Rolls, niggas like Tom McDonald. They got their own fan base for what they do.
Yes, sir.
So they can find that.
What a
But
technique.
the reason I'm saying they insist upon themselves is because they're so stuck in that headspace, they're not even wearing different hats. They're strictly wearing the lyricist hat. They're strictly wearing the I'm the rapidy rap nigga hat. They're not wearing the boss hat to come to find your audience. They're not wearing this. They're not wearing that.
You don't think K Dot and Daylight are good examples of being able to do both?
Daylight is a terrible example of being able to rap on beat. That shit is.
I'm talking about in
a
battle rap context. You don't think he's able to be very like over your head, but then also be very simplistic as well?
He can be simplistic, but I feel like it bugs. Okay, I'm a lyricist, right? But I can also do thought provoking. Yeah, it's debatable, right? I can also do thought provoking shit, but it just itches the fuck out of me. I feel like I'm trying to be something that I'm not. I feel like I'm trying to be something that hip hop. I feel like hip hop should have been at one time, but hip hop has evolved. Yeah, it comes from the streets. It comes from the street stories. But I'm not a fucking politician.
Right.
And I've never been. So I enjoy rapping about. I might sound stupider than I might make people think I'm stupider than I actually
really am. Yeah.
Could be. You know what I'm saying? Because I like to rap about hoes and pimping and shit like that. I understand that. But I would be insisting upon myself if my whole caricature was I'm the nigga who's lived that life, but I'm also smart. So let me try to teach you niggas something when I really don't give a fuck if you niggas learn or not.
But it's like different teachers, bro. You have a professor who is very strict and he has like it's pretty much his way or the highway. But you also learn a lot of vital information, right? And then you have a teacher who's more relaxed and he's more like input oriented, discussion based. You still learning both. It's just kind of like what styles do you like? Do you prefer?
Yeah. And
you know what I mean?
That's why it has a place. We're really just talking about my personal preference. And my personal preference don't hold no weight harder than anybody else.
You're a flow guy.
Some people might think it does because of who I am, how I rap, whatever. But my opinion is just a human being opinion. That shit just ain't for me.
No, for sure.
One, the hip hop, the hip,
but
to the hip hop, you don't stop. That's hard as fuck, but I can't listen to that all day because there's a part of it that's too closed-minded.
Yeah. I remember when I first heard you and I was like, oh, this dude is dope. He actually got you know what's so funny we talking about this? My first time hearing you, it wasn't even about the pen, even though I've always thought you had good pen, but I was like, your flow.
Yeah.
I could tell that flow for you is like a priority.
Yeah, for sure.
I could tell, and not necessarily what words you're saying, but how you're saying your words is more of a priority to you. But see, I love that about you, and I love that about a lot of artists. But I think for me, my personal preferences, which is why I love Lux and Daylight so much, and even Hollow so much, is they are very like over your head to people that don't like aren't into the Black Panther shit. Like when I was nigga, I'm an honorary Black Panther.
Yeah, I know about your
history. You feel me? And I'm an honorary knowledge seeker nigga. One of them niggas that was reading them like Nature Knows No Color Lines and all that type of shit, trying to find myself and Bird God and Thoth, like that Daylight talks about. That's why I love Daylight so much.
Yeah,
it's like he's like representation of me in a sense. And then same with Lux. I love them so because it's like he talks about, you know, community uplifting and things like that. That's what I'm on.
Yeah.
So that's my bag. You feel what I'm saying?
It's a preference thing because there's some niggas that'll hear that from Lux and be like, that's why I think Lux is the greatest. He's doing this from a whole nother angle that niggas ain't really on. But me, it's just like it does have a lot to do with what I came up on, you know, saying the Tech Nines and Insane Clown Posse first, you know, Eminem's. That's really who gave me the, you know what I'm saying?
I can see that.
Close your eyes, open up your mouth and count to 10. Don't wanna? Cause you know my nuts are going in. I'm twisted. I put my finger, you know what I'm saying? Like that's ICP shit, like the changing of the tones, the inflections. It
But
told a
that's what I thought
story.
that you were gonna be. I thought that's so funny. You said ICP because when I first listened to you, I said, "Oh, he's like a Florida fucking or he's like a Tallahassee E40."
Everybody
Tallahassee
says
40.
that, bro. That bothers the fuck
So
out
when,
of me
so when
because
you
I don't.
said ICP, I'm like, oh my god, because the pimp references, everything. I'm like,
Yeah,
oh, he must have that Bay influence. So I thought
yeah,
you were really originally from the Bay, bro. When I
yeah.
first talked to you,
I do sound like a Bay nigga, bro. And I always thought when I went to the Bay, bro, that was gonna be a place like where my heart was at. I just felt
Mhm.
it. I just knew it. And then I went over there and I was like, the Bay is definitely my spirit, but I don't feel as connected to it as I thought I would.
Wow,
But the Bay Area, bro, is definitely a heavy part of my spirit.
has to be.
It wasn't that life-changing thought that I thought it was gonna be though, because maybe because I didn't see the culture out there.
Mhm.
It was just nobody was outside at that point. But you know, nobody be outside like that now anyway, because everything's dangerous as fuck.
Tallahassee 40 right there, man.
I might be, yeah. Like that, them inflections has always caught me, like the Eminem, like let's say, damn, I'm trying to think of like some Eminem bars that were, you know what I'm saying, like, I don't do black music, I don't do white music, I make fight music for high school kids, put lives at risk when I drive like this, you know what I'm saying, like that type of shit to tell a story. It's almost like it was an audio comic book.
Yes, sir.
Listening to ICP was like listening to a exciting ass comic book, but just audio, no visual. But you made the visuals up in your mind. That's what always stuck to me. Like Ludacris, like if you listen to Ludacris's flow,
Yes.
it just
I'm a
sounds
Ludacris
like
fan, yeah.
a comic book. It's like, you know, it's almost like a audio video game.
It's because of his inflections as well. At the end of a
Yeah.
bar or beginning of a bar, he kind of he knows when and where to. Yeah, I love Ludacris, man.
Just come out till next year. Women the fuck did you get it? It's 80,000 plus gone. Women the fuck did you spend it? You know what I'm saying?
Is such an underrated rapper to me, bro. I don't feel like he gets enough love. That nigga's so
Yeah, he
fire.
definitely don't get enough love.
So fucking fire.
I remember when him and T.I. was going through the beef, and then they both had that verse on the Young Buck album, but they cut T.I. verse and put the Game on it instead. So Luda still had his diss on there. He was like, "Please stay off the T.I.P. of my dick." You know what I'm saying? Like that type of shit, bro, changed my life because it's like them inflections, bro. That's what made me love. You know what I'm saying? So when people call me E40, it bugs me because E40's inflections, even though they're different, they were more serious and they're more like, you know, that's just how he is.
You think so?
Yeah. No, that's really how E40 is, bro.
He just played a lot on the beat, bro.
He's not bullshitting, bro. That's E4. That's his lingo and everything. That's just his vibe.
But I thought that like a lot of it, when I think of E40,
I don't think he puts a lot on it, to be honest with you, bro. I think that's really him.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Because listen to a Sway interview and then going back listening to E40's just album. Yeah, he talks exactly to how he raps. Yeah, you're right.
I think of course he animates it as rappers. We all, once we get in our zone with the beat, especially in the flow, you definitely, you know what I'm saying? Like if I'm rapping on some rapper shit, I might be like my skill gap to the greats like 1 to 0.0. Your skill gap to me like me to Point Nemo. But when I'm in my shit, I'm like, you know, my skill gap to the base like break the 0.0. Your skill gap to me like me to Point Nemo. This blade point, you gonna get the 0.0. You know what I'm saying? We all put a little bit of like inflection on it, but it's like I feel like for the most part that's him. But E40 just never lyrically connected the dots all the time for me. So when people compare me to E40, I'm like, yeah, I can get it with the vocal inflections, but dog, what I do is serious. If you break down my shit, bro, like it's some serious shit in there, bro. So I don't feel like people look at E40 the same way.
With you, Bravo, it's so funny. That's why I liked you so much, because I thought that you were not only dope, but you knew how to have fun. Man, I still go back to McCullough Drive, bro. Yeah. Like, I don't know why. It's just, even though you, of course, gotten better with writing, producing, all that, it's something about that, because that's the first time I was like, oh, shit, he's dope. And then I went to your battles. I went to found your battles first. And then I'm like, oh, no, he can really rap.
Yeah.
You feel me?
When I'm saying serious, dog, I don't mean that I'm not having fun.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't
I know
mean
what you mean.
serious as far as I'm talking about serious as far as there's some serious lyricism in there, there's some serious storytelling,
For
there's some
sure.
serious, but I don't mind being under the guise of having fun. If you
Yeah.
hear my shit and all you hear is fun, cool. Because I understand that the way I paint my picture could be observed that way.
Mm-hmm.
But there, for the crate diggers, the real crate diggers, the shit we grew up on, I got crate digging in there that they don't know about also. And that's what bugs me, is because like sometimes my shit is downplayed under the guise of, oh, he's silly rapping, saying shock value shit.
But I always looked at you as like, oh, you put medicine in the candy.
Yeah,
Like I never
candy
just
the medicine.
you know the fuck I
One
meant,
of the
man.
ways, yeah.
Stop disrespecting me, man. On this
Okay, my bad. I got it.
looking like Keyshawn Bailey right now. Don't do that to me, man.
Yeah.
But nah, though, for real, bro. I always thought that about you. Like, yeah, I can totally get that. But yeah, your stuff is very serious, and your stuff is so serious. That's why I reached out to you, bro, because it was vulnerable, and you said some shit on there that I was like, oh, he's one of them type of artists, introspective artists. I love introspection, bro. When you were talking about like, I don't want to butcher, you know what I'm saying, but basically the premise of it was like, oh, I was insecure. And then this girl may be more insecure by not like fucking with me. How I was fucking with her. So it's like when I listen to the shit like that, it's like, you're right. That shit is very, very serious. You know what I'm saying? But it's dope, though. It's an easy listen.
I feel like part of my shit, and the reason I feel like I strayed away from that. Like that was the problem. Like because a lot of people, my favorite shit, a lot of people like McCullough Drive, and that was probably one of the most popular. But a lot of people's favorite shit of mine was the next album, the Baker Miller Pink.
Baker Miller,
yeah. It was so vulnerable. And I feel like when I took Magnum Opus, I kind of did 360. I was kind of more focused on having a well-rounded album that you couldn't deny. I was still trying to prove shit to people as opposed to being myself. So I feel like if I ever come back and do another album, it's going to be that shit.
I do like the second album, but I think the first album is sentimental to me. No Diddy, because that's how I met you, and that's when I listened to it, I reached out to you after that. I was like, oh yeah. So it's like still with I guess some more
that
sentimental.
First album did a lot for me, bro.
Yeah,
a lot of people like I had a fan base before that, but it's like it tied a lot of knots. And then Baker Miller Pink just went crazy too. And then Magnum Opus didn't do as well, which I thought was probably the better work of art. But maybe that's just me being too far into my artist. Baker Miller Pink was probably the best work of art altogether. And I'm gonna get back in that bag when I go to a new album.
I like that. Talk, man.
That introspective shit, man. That's what I do best.
Yeah, bro.
I feel like I'm Joe Budden, but not boring. And that's no diss to Budden.
Joe Budden is boring? Oh, it's musically.
No, not even musically. It's just his voice being so monotone.
Yeah, okay, I can see that.
Kind of throws a lot of people off.
But I do love new music though. That's my shit. But
yeah, I feel like Joe Budden's All Love Lost was probably the best hip hop album, one of the best hip hop albums of all time.
What?
Yes.
I gotta go back and listen to that album.
Shit right there, so serious, dog. When you talk about introspective, bro, I don't think it's no hip hop album that's more introspective than that.
You didn't think Mood Music was more introspective? Maybe I'm just
go listen to All Love Lost. Start from the beginning. I don't give a fuck what you're doing. You riding home or you at work and you just got it in your ear. Listen to it and actually listen to it. Okay. You're gonna be like, damn, this nigga, bro. He went out. That was like his last album. He did the Rage in the Machine.
Yeah, Rage in the Machine.
That was the definitive one. All Love Lost. And that nigga was different on there, bro.
That's I guess I just don't remember it from beginning to end. But it's just like I just remember like when people talk about Joe Budden, I always think about music and just how fucking introspective that was, and I love that shit, bro.
It's a different level, bro. When that All Love Lost, because Mood Music, he was introspective, but he was still trying to be a lyricist. That's what it was back then. It was all about having the hardest bars. Go listen to All Love Lost.
You know what we got to do, man? We just did the top 10 Battles Rappers list. We got to do the top 10 albums.
Porn stars. Roxy Reynolds, #1. Lacey Duval, they're tied for me.
No Jada Fire?
I wasn't a.
Oh, yeah, she's younger.
Jada Fire.
She's younger.
I wasn't. No, it ain't even that. I like Jada Fire, but I never see like I'm gonna spit a bit of blasphemy for the black community right now. This is blasphemous to say in the black community. I wasn't a Pinky fan. Wasn't a Pinky fan. Didn't think she was hot.
I wasn't
I
the
hate-
biggest Pinky fan.
I hated the gap in her mouth.
She had a kind of like a bad body, low key.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
bitch was really built like the Marshmallow Man.
Pinky was kind of overrated. I would definitely
Pinky
say
was
that.
super overrated.
Yeah. What about Ebony? The old porn star bitch, Ebony Hayes. What about her?
I might be a little too far back in my day. You
Oh
going?
damn! I thought it was your time.
You're
But
going back in the Janet Jack Me days.
Ron Jeremy days, huh?
Yeah, yeah. You going back to the motherfucking you going back to the old schools. Roxy Reynolds and Lacey Duval was my favorite.
But what I was
porn
gonna
stars
say,
of all
man,
time.
was we got to do like a top 10 favorite albums
Yeah,
because I got some stuff that I don't know if you're gonna. I got some YG, that my Brazy Life. I got that on there. I got
yeah. I heard that was a good album.
Kendrick Lamar, Good Kid, Mad City, Paper Butterfly. Like I got some shit that I can. I don't know if you're gonna have. I got some J. Cole in there. I don't know if you're gonna have this shit I'm gonna have.
I
So
got Joe
I would love
Budden,
to listen to
All
yours.
Love Lost. I got The Great Malenko by the Insane Clown Posse. I got let me think of all time greatest albums.
that of course your personal opinion though, you know.
And like
like
a
your
lot of
personal
shit is
opinion.
going to like I'm just a fan of a lot of like we're talking about Afro Man Sell Your Dope. Like I'm a fan of vivid shit that doesn't necessarily take itself so serious,
Serious,
but at
yeah,
the same time is saying a lot of real shit.
yeah.
It's feeding you the dinner in a less sit down and eat your plate way. It's feeding it to you like you gonna want some of this shit. It's fire way.
Is that did that have Because I Got High on it?
That was that album I think was called Because I Got High.
Oh, okay.
No, it was called The Good Times. The Good
Good Time,
Times. Yeah.
Okay.
No, it was before that when he was underground. It was called Sell Your Dope. Oh
See,
my God.
I want to listen
It's
to
still on
your album
digital
list.
platforms.
I want to listen to your album list because I want to go back and really like listen to it for myself and have a discussion about it. So I would love for us to do that on our next show. In fact, no, fuck that. That's down the line. We gotta watch some of these battles, bro. I ain't been watching no battles because I've been waiting to watch it with your ass.
I ain't seen
feel me?
a lot of shit. I ain't seen Hollow and Jazz, which I heard that was a crime scene for you personally. Coach is ready to throw a fucking hissy fit, bro, because I heard Hollow got
But you
fucked.
know, I love Jazz. Jazz is my favorite female battle rapper of all time.
Yeah.
I love Jazz.
So if anybody take the hit, he deserved to take the hit for it because Jazz is Jazz, you know.
Exactly. So it's cool.
You know, Jazz somebody need to take a hit for it. Mook said he'll battle her soon, man. I'm interested in that one right there.
She's always felt like the female Mook to me
Yeah,
because she's like an angler. She's a heavy angler person. You know what I mean? So
I feel like who really need to take Mook is Hustle.
Hollow. Oh, I hate Hustle. I hate Hustle.
I don't really necessarily want to see Hollow and Mook anymore. I feel like for the time it would have been nice, but I don't feel like Hollow is the same Hollow and Mook really ain't the same Mook.
Yeah.
I would have loved to see Hollow and Mook nigga around the time he battled Iron Solomon.
Mm-hmm.
That would have been the Hollow and Mook for me right there.
That would have been crazy. Did Clips didn't go against Mook yet, did he? Clips didn't battle Mook. Yeah,
he was
so
battling up to that point.
yeah, he fucked it up. Yeah.
He lost to Lux, or I don't know if I don't know.
No, he had like 3 battles in a row where he lost convincingly, like back to back to back. So that was like, yeah,
because he was on that train, and then I remember he first him and Rex put that shit out in the world and started to bad down the road for him. Then Hollow. No, I think he took Lux then, wasn't it? Or he took Hollow first. Hollow kicked him in his ass. Then he took Lux, and that was just such a long, convoluted battle. Yeah,
Lux fucked him up. That was one of my favorite Lux performances, by the way.
I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. If they didn't cut Lux third versus Clips, he was about to do some damage to him.
Bro,
he was talking about his pop's den number and he getting his face slashed, and he was on a roll, bro. They cut Lux because I feel like honest to God, bro, they cut Lux a little bit because they knew this is gonna fuck Clips run up.
It was personal, bro. It felt very fucking personal.
Yeah. He expounded on what Rex said, but in a more damaging way.
Yes, like I know you, nigga. Like we grew up together.
Yeah.
Like you was down the street type shit.
But I think that's why he never got Mook after that, because Mook was definitely about to expound in a hardcore, ruthless way that was going to be more time efficient,
Yeah.
and he was gonna fuck you up.
Yeah.
I remember Mook said on an interview, this is what I don't remember Mook exactly saying these words, but I'm pretty sure that he alluded to some way of like what Hollow did to Clips is what he was gonna do. Break his style down about how simplistic it is, but Hollow got to it first.
Mm-hmm.
Can you imagine, bro? In Mook's way,
Yeah.
it might not have been as crowd shaking, but it would
I
have
was gonna
been.
say, yeah.
It would have been way more damaging.
It would have been like a. How do we?
Because Hollow touched on it just to make motherfuckers realize it
Mhm.
and shit on him. It changed the way people looked at Clips, but if Mook would have went first, it could have did some serious damage to Clips.
It's kind of like how we talk about the Mook versus Rock thing, where it's like he like it wasn't a knockout. It was he poked the needle in the balloon and watched it.
Watch
over
it slowly
time.
go, yeah.
Bro, that's
Which
what
is
it
more
was doing.
dangerous.
Yes.
Because every
Yeah.
opponent after you is getting a weaker version,
Yes.
because he stabbed you and you're leaking still.
Yes, sir.
And it's like by the time you get to the last nigga, somebody's gonna just flick you and you're gonna fall over.
Yes, sir.
And that's kind of what Hollow did. But I feel like Mook would have did that first. Especially having the information on Clips pop snitching.
Yes.
We're thinking about, bro, if he would have beat Rex to it, it would have been, first of all, Hollow shit. This is what was so crazy about Hollow shit, because Hollow came after the Rex and still didn't necessarily bring his pop snitching up like that. He popped the balloon from a whole nother angle. Rex popped it and had him slowly leaking about his dad being a snitch and his credibility. Hollow went to the other side of the balloon and poked it about your style not being as effective as from a rap angle, not even from a street angle. So it's like Clips had 2 holes in him before he got to Lux. So imagine like if Lux would have got that third off and then he headed to Mook. Oh man. Mook would have fucking tore his head off, bro.
But we gotta watch.
There's too many
battles.
chinks in his armor at that point.
But we gotta watch some. We gotta watch some battles, bro, because we're gonna talk about this shit tomorrow, man.
Yeah. A real battle angle, man. I wish that another angle battle I'd love to watch with you that I wish was on YouTube and shit is T-Top versus B-Dot.
Bro, stop playing, bro. I love that
all-time classic battle, bro.
Oh my God, that's a nice one, bro.
That's an angler's dream.
I wish I had the app still. I might have to get the app or something so we can.
I was thinking about getting it today because I wanted to watch Mook versus Reed, because Mook had one of the like most sinister opening lines I ever see. He said something about I got something, I did all this and got you lit. So Reed, no funny shit. I think your wife should suck my dick. Dog. I can't believe, bro. When I heard that shit, bro, I was thinking that's the most disrespectful way I've ever heard a nigga start around. I got you lit. So no funny shit. Reed, your wife should suck my dick. Dog, I couldn't believe it, bro. I remember watching that intro to that battle. I was like, oh, it's finna get dark for Reed.
God, bro. But this is what we'll do, man. The next time y'all see us, man, we're gonna watch the Hollow versus Jazz battle. Yeah. And then
should we start with that? Do it. If we can get some way to do it, I'd love to watch Mook and Reed too. Just break that shit down. Damn, maybe we can do it through the URL app, or I can find a bootleg or something.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe we can find like a bootleg or something.
You be screen recording it. I know you can screen record shit.
Yeah.
Not saying you be bootlegging, but I'm saying.
Let me let people know that, man.
I'm saying he be screen recording things that are legally that are legally out.
They lie, Smack.
Yeah, no, Smack. He don't be screen recording anything that you can, file a lawsuit over.
They lie. He lies.
He had Norb sign off on everything.
Now I had what's his name? Mike Terra.
Oh yeah. Fuck, dude. Why'd you? The fact, bro. Let me tell y'all, dog.
Mike Terra, bro.
This almost ended our podcast before it started. This nigga has Mike Terra's number. Why the fuck would you keep that?
I had him over.
Bro. You need to throw that shit away. You need to go to the Jacksonville River and toss that shit. Let an old man fish and find him.
Hey man, look, I was trying to get in the Crucible, bro. Here's my ticket,
bro. I don't give a fuck if he was trying to get into his house. I wouldn't have asked him first.
It's
I
crazy.
would have talked to his wife.
That's crazy, man. And we're gonna end it on that note, man. Appreciate y'all watching the top 10 battle rappers list. We definitely gonna watch some battles next time, though, for sure, man.
Definitely got to.
Got to, bro. But just like that, man. Nut ass freak boys, we out, man.
Chill.